Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Mic check. 1, 2.
Hello. I don't know what you want me to do here.
It's just like playing a real game.
Is it bad?
It's still going through the
Emotions? I get inspiration.
I get an inspiration point. Every NPC in the game.
Oh god.
Oh, is it doing an ad right now?
now?
Oh, I need to get rid of bullshit.
What are we gonna call it? Delta? Delta shit?
Okay, that's looking pretty good.
You mean sounding?
And looking.
What are we gonna call it?
Display name bullshit. Good, the cameras are both working.
Couldn't even capitalize Delta.
Well, it's gonna be Delta Squad. And capital.
Okay, we're good.
No, that needs to be capital.
That's what it's looking like.
We're fine. Good to go. All right. Well, since we already started streaming, I'm not going to turn off the stream. So everybody say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
And explain what we're doing today.
We're continuing the story of the Warriors of Evermore in Dungeons and Dragons, wherein our heroes just faced out a mighty beast and bested it handily.
You don't have to quote it. We did best it.
Handily.
No, this is all accurate.
My butt on camera.
No.
We'll know if we get more.
If Travis starts watching, we'll know. Nobody? Come on! So I believe you guys ended up. You rested? Were you resting after that, or were you just heading back?
We stayed the night at the farm.
The farm, right?
I believe if, according to our wiki page, we made it back to town, stuffed the head, and mounted it.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we skipped forward in time.
Oh.
Cool. Maybe could you put a link to our wiki page?
Oh yeah, put it in our chat. Let's get a little
Okay.
linky link.
I'm going to be linking this into the chat.
Into
so
the linky link.
all you people out there in the Twitterverse, or
Twitcherverse. Twitter. We're not on Twitter yet.
Whatever.
I probably should get us a Twitter.
Okay, let's focus up.
Twitter!
We're professionals here.
Facebook!
Oh, we could.
Stop making faces.
Live journal!
Everybody can see it.
Live journal.
I'm gonna spend half my day just looking into the camera.
Like Jim from The Office.
That's your chat rules. Don't be a dick. Okay.
That's the rules.
That's the rules.
Don't be a dick.
Okay, so the gang wakes up in the probably let you sleep in the barn, Edward's barn, Eward's barn,
Ewards.
Eward's.
Ewards doesn't even know his own barn.
Eward didn't know his own barn.
What's my name? I'm Farmer Eward.
Okay, they probably, I recall, oh, you guys spun them a fantastic tale of your harrowing hunt of this monstrous beast.
And I made great noises.
I don't recall that.
Yeah, they were really bad.
But there was much storytelling and playing of probably pipes or a drum or
I
something.
was controlling the fire and the smoke.
That's what it was, right. Some sort of digitation. And so they'd probably bring you out some eggs and sausage and some biscuits and gravy and probably some, no fresh milk because their cow's killed.
Oh.
They can bring you some fresh chicken milk.
Fuck!
So go on.
that.
What
Don't worry about it. Just go on.
Okay, so what does everybody do? You're all waking up, going through your morning rituals?
Yes. Modus will awake and go wash himself in the nearby stream, I suppose. Run to the farm.
Eward's wife is happy to run a bath if you want to take one.
Very well.
It's this big half tub out in the middle of just out across from the house, and she starts filling it up with water. It takes her a while because she's got to warm up the water. Unless you're fine with having it cold. No, okay. She's drawing it from the well then, and like warming it up in the fire inside.
I believe prestidigitation can warm a little bit of water.
Makes sense. So she's about to take it.
Not very
outside.
fast though.
Well,
So you could do it really fast.
Yeah.
Fireball.
So what do you do
Just can't do that shit.
to
Firebolt though.
flavor that up? How does it look?
Modus will weave his hands through the air in an intricate and elaborate ritual, incanting ancient words, and the water will glow faintly as it warms to a modest 85.5 degrees
Celsius.
Oh, gravy!
Too hot! Too hot!
All right, everybody stands and as the wizard casts his magic. And then they kind of just stand around waiting to see you get in and see how the water turned out.
Can I frost breath to bring the temperature back?
I would absolutely allow it.
Why are so many people... Modus wonders why so many people are standing around watching you bathe. And then does not get in.
It's
magic!
Everyone, gather around.
The wizard's about to do a trick.
Is it normally that small? Or?
It's cold out.
It was cold!
Don't say that, we'll get flagged.
Penis.
No, I was saying the reference.
Oh.
Like music. Anyway, what does, by the way, Sylvar do in the mornings?
Trances.
He's
Well, I don't have to sleep, so
I hear that one more time.
I guess I'll go for a morning hunt
interesting.
and go shoot a deer, and then I'll clean it and make some nice venison and eggs.
Oh, so you do know how to butcher an animal properly.
Instead of just barbarically stabbing
I
it
ignore
thousands of times.
Yours is like, what? What's that? What are you talking about?
Show him my hat.
It's much larger than this.
Shrunken head.
I thought you put it up over their mantle.
No,
you're keeping it for your.
Yeah.
Field
okay.
hall mantle.
All right, he grabs his wife and he kind of escorts her away from Modus to give Modus some privacy so he can
Bathe in
Bathe.
peace.
Thank goodness.
The little kids are just running around while you're taking a shower.
This is really weird, guys.
The little kids running around aren't that weird. I mean, the Middle Ages, they don't care. They're not really paying attention.
They've had a good life.
I don't know where that's going, but glossing. Speaking of which, Rogar, what do you do in the mornings?
I will wake up refreshed. I will set out all my clothes for the day and begin praying for a bit.
Praying or really praying?
Really?
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. Remind us who your god is. Okay.
No, well, you know what? That is a fantastic question.
I thought it might be.
that I can probably get to you.
I mean, I feel like you should know the name of your god when you're praying for a
We're not gonna dirge this.
It seems like we kind of are.
That will be explained in the notes later on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna go off. Over
Okay.
Wasn't it Helios?
No, your
No.
god's name is Valor.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. I said it was like Cassiopeia or some shit.
Probably one of those. Yes. A wrong one. in
Yeah,
that
I
case.
mean,
So you're
no one cares about
praying for guidance and foresight and things like
foresight.
And you've got your clothing laid out, which is probably the clothing you've been wearing, unless you carry an extra pair.
No.
All right. Do you bathe or wash your clothes or anything?
I'll wash the clothes.
Do you want to ask Modus to warm the water, or you got?
No, I'm fine with some cold water.
Okay. All right. So, Modus, your clothes are clean because you're magic and you just
Aha.
clean them. So by the time you're done hunting for venison and venison eggs, whatever that is.
No, not venison eggs.
That's what you said.
No, I said venison
Everybody sees
and
it eating, and you're like, "What are those?" He said,
venison
"These are
and
deer
eggs. Is what I said. Venison
Does anybody
and
want some
eggs.
deer eggs? I mean, remember that.
I get some chicken eggs out of their chicken coop. It's a farm. They don't have a chicken coop.
No, they've already made eggs. I mean,
Well, then I use their eggs.
they're fine. They're happy to feed you, Rude.
You gotta pay for
I
that.
brought them like a giant deer, so
Well,
we've already
those are
eaten
the
the
6
steak.
cows.
you're welcome.
Okay, so
Funk.
well, it looks like it's already been butchered.
You're welcome again.
I will smoke it, I guess.
Sure.
So, so everybody's sort of done their preparations.
Is there noise coming out?
So everybody.
God
And-
damn it. What the fuck?
No, calm down. It's fine.
No, it's not!
We'll worry about the images later. For this session, it will be
Just
theater of mind.
Continue, Tom.
All right, so everybody's
Was working.
done their daily rituals. So,
Yes, I
what
will.
would you like to do now?
Are you done bathing, wizard?
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, I believe our time here is good. We can head back to the city.
Yes.
We should probably let the sheriff know that the owl bear has been slain.
Yes. I believe Corwin would like to know that.
I fixed it.
So glad we got his name.
Yes.
It was slightly awkward, but it had to be done.
It had to be done.
So everybody, well, the elf actually didn't. Silvar didn't wash or anything, so he's not quite.
I'm an elf.
You're covered in blood. Your
Oh,
own
am
blood. Yes. You
Oh,
were,
that's right.
You were mauled
Is there like
to
a
death.
Is there like a river or stream nearby?
There's a well.
I'll go take like some water out of the well and rinse myself off.
All right, it's okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna baby it up and heat my water to 86 degrees.
Sounds quite nice to me.
No, I just need some water. But
All right, he doesn't look clean, but at least he doesn't.
But at least he's wet and damp.
He reeks a little bit less.
perfection.
Yes. And instead of all this blood, it's just like pink smears all down his fancy clothes.
Fancy.
Well, it's my armor. My fancy clothes are at the.
I will accept that.
I didn't. I even said I changed my armor.
I believe it.
Come on, Tom.
I said I accepted.
Freaking DMs.
Move on.
The worst.
So we continue back to the village
Hazelwood.
of Hazelwood.
All right. Who's leading this ragtag trio?
Are we singing?
Oh dear.
Yes.
You really want to roll the dice on that one again? 'Cause we kind of have a reputation right
I love singing and dancing.
That should be the song.
Just that over and over again.
Modus, what are you doing? Just singing?
I will be doing just some shapes in the air with some smoke and fire.
Silvar.
Time to roll one.
No.
now. No, you
rolled
rolled
a
3.
2. His performance is +3, so.
Oh, you're right.
Dude, I am so good at rolling.
Well, let's see.
What did you do
I guess
to
I
me?
can't be any worse, right?
And he gets a 2. Nice.
Yeah.
A 12. You're above average. I'm really keeping us down.
Yeah, you are.
What are you doing, Modus? Are you
Uh,
making the shapes?
yeah, so like they're singing about great warriors and such, so it's just little fiery warriors and that kind.
Silvar, what are you doing?
Well, I'm
Oh,
attempting to sing.
moon is in the
That's
seventh
Very
hour.
much that. That's what I'm doing.
It's pretty bad. Silvar, what are you doing?
I'm keeping the rhythm with a
Your
nice,
tail just thumping.
nice bass line.
Okay, come on.
Booming voice.
Okay. I don't know. If that's what okay, right. It seems good. Like the imagery is very evocative, and the bass line is thumping. But
chorus
the
is-
lead singer
This is
is
amazing. What are you talking about?
a little off his game. Little off his game.
Dave Matthews.
You can tell that Silvar is used to getting by on his look. So
It's just yours.
whomever is leading, please make a survival check. Let's see how long it takes you guys to get back home. To Hazelwood.
I guess I can attempt to lead this ragtag group back.
Why not? You're leading the singing. It only makes sense.
Make sure you don't. It's gonna help you.
Oh, there we go.
I don't need to help you with that. So
You probably would have rolled a 1 and then it works.
it's probably true.
So, Rogar kind of takes the lead as Silvar keeps trying to find the note. You need to be here, you're here.
No.
Someone's
No.
off, maybe you. Okay.
Yeah.
And Gary on the kick drum. Oh,
Can you give me a slice of pizza?
sure can.
Alright, so with that, it takes you perhaps 4 hours. Like you cut across all these shortcuts
Good
to the elf
job.
pits last time. And
It took us like 2 hours last time.
no, it took you quite a while, actually.
It was 2 hours.
It was 2 hours to get to this farm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're starting from the farm. I keep thinking you're starting from where you butchered Albert.
So we got there in like 20 minutes. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, you get back. It's still early morning, and you can tell that there is some sort of commotion occurring in town. Like there's a large crowd. By large crowd, I mean probably about 1,500 people kind of gathered
Oh,
around.
yeah, that's
Yes.
a large crowd.
Yes, pretty large crowd. They're all kind of standing around in the center of town, but you can't see from. I assume you guys stop at the outskirts.
What did you do?
Ray?
Well, perhaps we should go inside and check. Notice says.
Rogar will concur with this.
Who's carrying the Albert head? Is this allowed?
Sure.
Yeah, whatever.
He
I
fell
should-
out of a tree.
I should make you roll a strength check.
No.
To see if you can.
That's awesome.
No.
No,
I can carry the damn
Yes,
Albert.
you can carry. You can carry.
Modus will, leaning on his staff since he kind of hurt his leg last time, we'll head up to the, did we name our building? I don't think we did.
It was the Guild Hall.
It's the old guild hall, but you guys can name it whatever. It's your building now.
Alright.
And but
It was the Merchants Guild Hall of Hazelwood.
that's
Delta Hall.
Del Hall.
that's too meta.
Okay.
The little mechanics here, since you guys had your long rest, you're all back to full health. You've got your hit dice back and all of your spells for those who had spells.
There's no one, right?
Well, you are.
Shh.
Rude.
Why do you think he was able to get a 20 on survival?
Oh,
Claire.
yeah.
Alright, so you guys head back to your hall, the unnamed hall.
No, we're seeing what the fuck's going on with the crowd.
You don't want to drop off this, beast's head?
I was under the impression we were going to show it to the sheriff prior to mounting it.
Yeah, I was gonna show it to the world.
Or at least the town, and be like, look what we did.
Lucky!
Alright then.
Looky! I got
that
a
way they
cookie.
have expectations that can be shattered later.
So we can go and exceed expectations.
Alright, well, head to the center of town then, or wherever the commotion is.
We are the heroes of
Well, commotion's growing.
whatever the hell, Oakville or whatever the hell's town.
Hazelwood.
It's been said
Hazelwood.
several times.
I don't care about human fucking town.
That's almost elven name.
almost on the down. Okay.
It's like being a half elf. It's like
Yeah.
kissing your sister
Pretty much.
and making a half elf.
That's how that
So,
works.
A pure blood.
Kiss your sister and make a half elf, huh?
Achievement
so,
unlocked.
so, you guys would have to elbow your way through this crowd because there's just a sea of people kind of gathered around the looks like the mayor's house. Make an intimidation
Oh,
check.
is it in front of the mayor's house?
Is this?
I wonder who could be in town.
Yeah, I gotta get my girl out of there before it's too late.
It's too late for her.
Mm.
Yes, I will, kind of, part of me coming through.
Oh, you just show. Okay, if you want to shoulder your way through, make a strength check. I was feeling that Silvar used the head to kind of scare everybody out, but you can just push your way through. We'll find out. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a save. For the strength, just hit strength.
I did just-
Am I intimidating? Okay. Oh, there we go.
Right, the two of you you're kind of like shoving it. You're trying to.
Look what I just killed! Don't let you be next.
Whoa.
It's an intimidate.
Yeah, that's true. And Rogar's just kind of
people don't like us.
using his draconic bulk to everybody move, talk people out of the way, and Modus is following in your wake.
Yes.
They don't seem too happy about just being jostled aside, but nobody's cursing your names, and nobody's gonna say anything to the dragon walking through their midst,
I mean, clearly.
and your owlbear head is scaring them. So,
Perfection.
okay, you guys.
Just going according to plan.
You guys arrive at the front entrance to the mayor's house. However, this one is blocked by 4 men in breastplate armor. They're wearing long cloaks that are red. You can't make out. There's a sigil on them, but you can't make out what it is because their back is behind them. They're following you, and their back is
Yeah. Let me see the cloak.
And the back of the face would be a head.
Yes, and then they all have pole arms, which they are kind of leaning on. They look to be at attention as if they're guarding this front
I'm
entrance.
sorry, I missed it. What, did you say what color their clothes were?
Red.
Their cloaks are red, and they have some sort of dark, perhaps black sigil on the back.
That sounds evil.
Unable to
Well,
see.
I'm assuming it's
Oh, it's
Baron Blackheart.
Baron Blackheart.
Baron Evil.
I bet it's a
Black Demon.
black heart that's on the back of that cloak.
I don't know. Who knows? Who can say?
May I make a
A non-dumb check to make sure what these are the.
Yeah.
like a history check?
Well, you haven't seen this sigil yet, so.
Well,
But you know, you can make one, and then you'll be able to deduce what it should be.
That's probably a black heart.
Nope. Let's just move on.
You know what it is. You're like, I know who this probably are. But
Right. Who am I?
yes, you can imagine that it will be a
Black heart.
on a red field. There should be a rampant stag.
Lame.
Okay.
Be
Do
cool if it
I
was like
know
a beating
that
heart.
is the Baron's?
Or like a hand with a heart inside of with it.
No, it's a heart. He's black heart. It's a black heart. Okay.
You gotta remember, he's a good guy. He's caring about people.
Yeah,
in
he's
his-
here to
his
help.
Village.
So do you guys try to shoulder past these armored men, or
No.
Oh,
Hello.
I will say to the guards, is it still morning?
Greetings and salutations.
yes, the Dragonborn was able to get you there quite quickly.
Dragon?
Actually, just
Oh, that
in
is
time.
what it's called.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Good morning, guardsman. Who'll be your master?
They say,
Baron Blackheart.
make a persuasion check.
I'm just trying to talk to
I don't
him.
have to tell you nothing.
13.
They don't respond.
I say, good morning, good sirs.
And now it goes down.
We have some. We have to meet with the mayor. We have completed a contract, and we wanted to show him of the good deeds we've done.
They don't respond or locate you.
Fucking hate
A
elves.
wise choice.
I like
Is
this.
it kill him an elf?
Make an
Make-
insight check.
No, I just say it.
Oh, they don't respond or locate.
You got your answer.
Just kill him an elf.
Yes, for sure, 100%
Oh.
guaranteed.
They are good guys.
Can
No,
we
no.
see past them, like into the house at all? Like,
The door is closed.
like there's no windows or anything?
Do I hear anything?
There are windows. You want to start skirting around and looking through the windows?
No, I just meant from like where I was.
Make a perception check.
Do I hear anything inside of it?
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Even with my elven ears?
Especially if you're.
Is the like whole town gathered around here, or is it just a few people?
It's a large crowd. There's like 1,500 people. They're not all pressing in like a mob, but
Yeah.
everybody is in the center of town, clearly trying to watch.
Totally.
It's like when
Inside the
Kanye
mall.
shows up or something.
I don't know who that is.
Kanye East. The great hunter.
West of
Relative.
Northville.
What was it? A perception.
That perception at disadvantage.
Alright, with advantage. No.
That's no.
That's what I heard.
Are we in the forest?
Then you failed, apparently.
My computer is so slow.
This one works fine.
Oh wow, that first one was great.
What I get?
a 9.
God damn it! I got a critical roll at 9.
You can look over here.
This is bullshit.
No.
No.
No. Okay.
It's a bunch of horse shit.
Okay.
We now added a mature rating to our stream.
It already had that.
Oh.
Don't you worry.
Oh, it did. I've said some really bad.
For a moment, you think you see something, and then your attention gets caught by something in the crowd.
Did I see anything or no?
Yes, you did.
Do I see that?
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Well, why does the wizard always get the disadvantage?
We all got disadvantage.
If I would have had normal roll, I would have got a critical.
Calm down.
I would have seen everything.
You both see excellently what's
Isn't
going
this
on.
guy? I'm holding the big hand.
He took it off your head.
I went looking through his eyes.
It's Mardi Gras, you guys. You're distracted by this large.
Breasted man.
Man.
No.
I thought you were already in love with
Oh,
I knew it! I knew it!
Shh, calm down. Everybody calm down. You're distracted by a very large carriage off to one side. It's got the banner of a red banner with a black heart rampant.
I
And
told you to be a
there
black
Can a heart be rampant? Isn't that like when the tiger's like that?
Yeah, that's one of the classic poses.
But how is a heart doing that?
It's a
Like
stag,
this?
isn't it?
Oh, you're thinking beating heart?
Yeah.
No, it's like
it's a
a
stag.
heart, like a stag.
Oh, okay.
I said it would have been cooler if it was a beating heart.
But he's a good guy.
He is not a good guy.
I don't know.
With the last name
I don't know
of
why you
Blackheart.
draw that conclusion, but it's erroneous. You're distracted by a large carriage. It's
Ooh, colors.
it's
Look at that
it's made out of ebony wood and
An ivory?
just ebony.
Oh.
And
For those who go
there's
to
a train of 4 black horses. Their bridles
Definitely good.
Their bridles are all spiked, and they're wearing like barding this very kind of flowing leather armor with it's black
Spikes coming off of it.
dyed black, and it's got silver spikes poking out of it.
Looks like what most of your characters
Yeah,
do, Nick.
this guy is super good.
Good.
So he's admitting it.
I no longer believe this guy.
I don't know what to tell you. He's a baron. He helps everybody.
Yeah?
Helps everybody
With his
get along.
spikes.
The two of you can see 4 figures inside talking. 2 of them, well, 3. I'll say two of them you recognize as the mayor and the deputy mayor. Okay. The other 2 you can't quite make out from where they're standing and where you're standing.
Into the woods. Does it look like they're just sitting and talking, or is it a heated conversation?
They're in the study, which is where you met the mayor the first time,
And where most murders happen.
Is that true?
With a lead pipe.
strangled by a lead pipe. The mayor and the deputy mayor are both standing. That's why it's difficult to see the other 2. One of them is sitting at the desk, and one of them is kind of standing off to the side. And it looks like they are having some sort of discussion about something.
Does the mayor and the deputy mayor, do they look happy or concerned?
Make an insight check.
I'm just going to say they look concerned.
You can say that. You're not sure, but
Say what you
if
want.
that's what you want.
Say what you say.
It does not look like it's going. They look very concerned, and worried, and distraught.
They look worried, concerned, and distraught.
Perhaps we should come back later.
Well, there's not a giant crowd.
Yes. We could go back to our building and you could stuff your head or whatever you people call it. And then mount it. Yes. To go stuff and mount your head.
Yep.
And
It's a big head. It's going to take me a while to stop.
I have no doubt about that. But then we could come back later and speak with the mayor.
Do I feel like it's usual for like the crowd to gather whenever the Baron comes in, or does it seem unusual?
I'm gonna say you would have really no gauge on that, as you're from a different society.
Yeah, my society. This is weird.
You're not a society. You're all savages.
You're the savages.
No, we have an empire, sir.
They do have a very strong empire.
Because they're savages. They go in and destroy everybody in their way.
Those barbaric savages with their huge empire.
They just kill us.
Some people just need freedom pushed on them.
You don't believe that. That's why you left.
You don't believe in freedom.
You do believe in freedom.
Bonus will begin walking back to the guild hall.
We need to come up with a
Limping
name.
back.
No one to carry you?
No, you're already carrying the head. I wouldn't want you to straighten your back. No, it's quite alright, thank you.
Okay.
Notice will continue limping.
Limp.
Does everybody else return with bonus or?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, bonus starts walking off. As he does, Silvar turns and he keeps driving. "You sure you're going?" And Brogar is kind of stroking his scaled chin and looking at the mansion. Then he slowly turns away and joins the two of you. And then the three of you arrive
I'll be
back at the Old Merchants Guild.
back.
Just a few minutes walk away. So
Soon to be the new mayor's house.
what would you like to do? Continue on.
Well, I gotta stuff oil and then melt the head.
That should probably take you all day.
Really?
Yeah.
Start working on
You
that.
also don't have any eyes for it.
Make sure you get it like you put it up on a load-bearing wall because if you want
I mean, I'll do it for a little bit. Like, start doing it, and then
Yes.
when we leave to go back to the mayor's house, I'll do that.
if you're gonna be doing that, can I do can I do an investigation just broad over the crowd just to see what I can gather of this Blackheart feller?
To assess the mood of the crowd would be an insight.
No, like I want to talk to people and be like, what can you tell me about this?
Oh, interesting.
A daring proposition to talk to people.
Oh yeah. We're in uncharted waters.
We never talk to people. What are you doing?
Yes.
Stop going
Wait a
against the
minute.
grain.
How long are you willing to do this to circulate the crowd?
I would say I'd probably do it for like an hour unless something changes where he comes out or the crowd disperses.
Fair enough.
I do not get any information. These people do not want to talk to me.
Yeah, it's because you're a scary dragon.
You can use an insight if you or your inspiration.
Okay, I will. It seems like we should probably know a little bit about this feller.
Didn't get a book.
Excuse me, sir. What do you think about the evil baron in town?
All right. The first couple of people you talk to are ones you shouldered past, and they're less than eager to
There's like
speak with
blood
you.
all over them because I pushed them with the head.
But then you wisely decide to try some other folk, and you come across a somewhat older gentleman who's standing next to a cart full of old shoes, and he says, "Oh, you want to know about the baron? Hey, what do you like to know?"
Yes, please.
Not that guy.
He goes, "Oh, the baron, he's a great guy. He goes out there and so on, and get the money that owed them from the town taxes, and helps us out anyways we might need."
So he does help the people.
Oh yeah, very much. It's much possible.
Oh, excellent.
Easy book.
100%.
Shenanigans.
I will.
That's good.
I will give this gentleman a gold for this time.
Oh, he bites it a little bit. He goes, "Oh, thank you very much." He goes, "Yeah, he looks down at your feet. Wear shoes?"
No. No shoes.
He looks down at your feet and he goes, he goes, "You need some shoes? I got plenty of shoes and boots in there if you want."
I'm good, thank you.
All right, I'm ready.
Is he the only one I talk to, or is everyone that I talk to kind of have the same general?
Same speech impediment.
Wow.
Little town's a bunch
He doesn't
of
have
drunk
to go and talk to.
shoemakers.
If you talk to everybody, they seem to all have a generally positive view. He comes across as a severe man, but as a lawful one who wants to genuinely help
Help
people. Yes.
Alright,
Yeah, easy book.
I will return to the
Lawful.
unnamed building,
Mm-hmm.
or I will hold off.
No, but just a little bit more information. I guess I should add because it's been your inspiration, even though it was only 14, not a 15. I feel like I'm gonna give you anyway.
Because we don't do this.
He would never do that for us. Never.
The Baron is the one who suggested
PM
the sheriff.
bias.
It wasn't like the mayor wouldn't like So I mean,
Sheriff's
this
not
guy
there.
is the sheriff. The Baron be like, why don't you make this guy sheriff?
Is that unusual?
It's not
So, what was the Baron like? Hey, I think this guy's good, or let's make this guy the sheriff.
From the gist of the crowd, it was merely a suggestion.
Was it?
That's how all bosses do things, right?
I suggest you get this done if you want to keep your job.
Yeah, you know.
Got it. Cool. I will return and inform.
Or you see this guy doing some stuff to that head.
I'm rubbing oil on it.
Mm.
Rubbing oil on the giant head in our living room.
Bonus is just continuing to
Basking
clean
in
up.
the glory.
No, he's continuing to clean up the house, or the guild hall.
There's quite a bit to clean, so you're.
Why don't we just hire somebody?
Like Palfrey?
Yeah. Where's Palfrey? Did he come?
Oh, he's still in the mayor's house.
Did he come?
Remember I offered him a place to stay at the guild hall and
He hates you.
He absolutely despises it. So
Uh,
maybe he would stay.
Actually, the door was locked by you
oh,
guys
we
last
were.
time.
This was a lot.
Let me in, guys.
I quit my job. I quit my job. We see him like 2 weeks later. He's like huddled in a corner in an alley, just homeless.
Jeez.
Fantastic.
Bum, 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 bum.
What do you think of the Baron?
The Baron's a great guy. Those guild
Those guild holes.
I like it.
That could be the name of your.
Welcome to the guild hole.
Did we come up with a name for our guild hall? We need to do that.
Did you find anything out?
Yes. Spoke to many people in the crowd. Some were less excited to speak with me, but
Well, you are very
the
large.
general consensus is that everyone is a fan of the Baron, and he genuinely is lawful and wants to help people.
Very well.
Sounds like he's a good guy.
Okay.
Sounds like a good dude.
Notice we'll continue hammering
What are you hammering?
a board that was loose on the floor.
But you're
Is Modus hammering, or is he kind of directing a hammer to hit a nail?
He's hammering.
Yeah, he
Oh,
said he doesn't want to abuse his magic, otherwise this whole place would be clean already.
It's probably true. Did you see him that water?
I know, it's ridiculous.
Well, he runs hot and cold.
Just clean the fucking house with your magic, damn it.
No, Silvar. You as an elf should know that magic is something to be cherished and something sacred. The arcane arts are not to be abused.
the soup is too cold.
Well,
Yeah. About that. I took a shower with cold water.
what is a shower?
I took a bath with cold water?
No, I know.
Oh, okay. Now I'm following.
You just dumped a bucket of water over your head.
Yeah, he heated it up and then dumped a bucket of water on his
I
head.
don't think he heated it.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he hit his,
Yeah.
but then he sat in it.
Yeah.
Like a bath.
It was
Like
a
a
big
no.
tub.
Ugh.
Like a human.
Oh, sorry.
Fucking lizard people.
Not a lizard.
Dragons are extinct.
So we will continue cleaning the guild hall and prepping the head for a couple hours till the.
As you look around,
Preppery.
some ideas maybe spring to your minds on things that could be maybe done, put in these large open rooms. Did you guys want to discuss any of that? Possible plans?
Well, we really have no money, so we can't do anything now. I mean, we can put your head up somewhere.
I
Over the
figured,
fireplace.
like, in.
I'm gonna put too much lacquer on it and come fire!
The whole place is burst
I
down.
assume that, like, in the meeting chamber, is there, like, a mantle and a fireplace?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured it would go in there.
We could call ourselves like the Owlbear Lodge.
But
But we're not really a
lodge.
The Owlbear Guild.
That's kind
Bare
of.
necessities.
There you go.
If you were like a
Copyright
store or something.
Bare bones.
You know,
The Bare Bones Guild.
you know,
You know.
I don't know if I want to say this or not. Keep going, and I'll consider. I'll just say it. Taxidermy is not really a thing at this time.
Are you kidding me?
It didn't.
Are you joking?
It didn't start until England in the early 19th century. If I
This is
recall
your
correctly.
world, Thomas.
I was thinking. I suppose some sort of magical taxidermy.
Yes, there is a spell that those of divine nature have that would work.
Oh, there is a spell.
Don't know if it's too out of character, but it's called gentle repose.
Can't help you there.
There's nothing gentle about it.
Great. So rip this thing's head.
No, you're just gonna have a big skull, an owl.
Well, that's
skull.
pretty sick, actually.
That is actually kind of cool.
Alright, that's much better.
Yes, I do believe at some point in the near future we need to establish a name for ourselves and just come up with some kind of sigil.
It's all good. That's all good branding.
We could call ourselves the Broken Skulls.
I don't know if Steve Austin would approve of that. They reference to a TV show on television.
This is called anachronistic because it doesn't exist.
Okay,
We call ourselves like the Heroes' Follies or something.
that's like...
But actually,
Gotta be something
the
powerful.
falling heroes.
Could be the Warriors of Evermore. Yeah, that's not good.
That's a poopy name.
That's a terrible name.
I'm going to use inspiration so you can take it.
I don't even know what Evermore is.
It's the kingdom you're in.
Well, then, yeah, I guess that would fit.
It would make sense. Call yourself the Wizards of Evermore.
There you go. Well, I guess we'd more be like the mercenaries of Evermore.
The Moes.
I didn't want to say it. I did not want to say it.
The Moes are here to help.
We could be the travelers of Evermore. The Toads. Well, just something to ponder.
No. I made a generator. It's not helping.
A Guildhall generator?
Yeah.
Oh.
The White Crushers.
What?
What kind of generator is?
The Iron Foxes.
Okay, so
Can you imagine a bunch of Iron Foxes running around?
by the way you said that, I feel like you were imagining it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now that you've done that, I was thinking something else, but like robot foxes, that would be pretty awesome.
When you hit the doorbell, it goes ring, ding, 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 ding.
I think we need that. We need that. Alright, so... Oh, we could be the Blood Arrows.
No. Nobody here shoots an arrow.
The always missing.
I hit every time I shot against the owlbear.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, because you fell out of a tree.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see
You
it.
were unconscious.
I was fighting the owlbear.
You saw my arrow go directly into it.
I don't know that came from you. It was dark.
Look, I'm the only one that didn't fall unconscious in this fight, okay?
Also the only one that didn't fall out of the trees.
I didn't fall out of a tree.
You did.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. You jumped poorly out of a tree.
No, you were unconscious during that. You have no idea.
I heard you make a thud.
No, you didn't.
Oh, yeah.
When that lands an ounce of strength, I looked up. I saw you.
When he was last conscious, you were in a tree, and when he woke up, you were not unconscious out of the tree.
He has no idea what happened.
I can infer.
We could be the Twin Pikes.
There's three of us. Sometimes four.
Damn it.
The twin bike.
We could be the Humble Thugs.
Okay, that's a not good.
This is awful. Killers of the Lost.
Well, why don't we put a pin in this and we'll come back to it?
Messengers of the Trusted.
I don't even know what that even means.
Forsaken Guard.
No!
solar clouds.
Okay, I'm done.
SOLAR or SOUL?
Oh,
Hmm.
there's a difference.
There is a difference. The sun one.
Oh,
You call yourselves the Forsaken Souls.
Jesus.
Dude, that's sick. I mean, we have a barren death heart or whatever it's
Black
fucking
It's
Blackheart.
name is.
Blackheart, and he seems like a
He's
very
a
nice person.
stand-up person.
Call ourselves like the Whitefoots or
We
something.
could be
White
the
lungs.
We could be the blood talons.
What?
That's sick. Blood talons.
No, what is white lungs?
Black heart. White lung. Come on, Tom. Follow along.
Yes.
The green brains.
Swift talons.
No, dogs have talents.
You literally have
Yeah.
talents.
What?
Do I have talents?
And my crest is a hawk catching an arrow, so there's
Call ourselves the scales of justice.
Wow.
Children's scales.
That's
I
right.
like it.
That's kind of.
And he's the leader.
no,
Wow.
he's not the leader.
He's the only one who's talked to anybody. Everybody thinks he's the leader.
You think you're the leader?
No, I think
He's a
we're-
giant
I think we're
silver
a group
dragon
of adventurers.
cleric of the good god of war.
As soon as
so-
you get leaders involved, trouble happens.
James is clearly our
You.
leader.
No,
Hey, James, what are you?
the elves live with
Oh, he's not here.
a court,
A
an
court.
elven court.
That
There's
takes
a reason why-
years to make a decision.
No, yes, it takes years to make a decision. That's good.
We don't have years.
You don't even believe. I'm not there. You go ahead. Whatever.
That's a great idea,
The scales of justice, yes, I believe that is a great idea.
and I think our leadership should come down to votes.
I mean,
The tiebreaker will be an archery contest.
Fine.
we're all fine with that. You've got like a 50-50 track record.
It's true. I'm either really good or really bad.
But when you're good, I mean, you were hitting like 12. So.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So I'm sure by now the crowd is dispersed.
Oh, certainly.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh shit!
We're starving. It's been 3 years. We finally come to a decision.
Wait, what's our name again?
Scales
The
of
scales
justice.
of
The
justice.
blood talent.
Oh, the blood talent was great.
I think you should maybe push for it a little bit harder.
So Modus will walk over to the mayor's house.
I will also.
I will too.
All right,
You
so
want to see on our way?
you guys,
Is it dark now?
wait,
I can see.
you waited for the crowd to just like completely disperse, go away?
Well,
Most
first
of
start
them.
to break out.
Yeah, we don't want 1,500 people sitting out there.
Because when we
Alright.
killed this guy,
Okay.
No witnesses.
No, it's not dark, but it has been a couple hours.
So it's dusk.
No, it was
It was like
early
morning.
Yeah, it's
these people had
Oh.
nothing to do.
You know what we
all
should
It's
do
a lazy Sunday
before
afternoon.
before we go visit the mayor? We should probably go to the sheriff and tell him what happened. We haven't done that.
I have a feeling the sheriff is probably at the mayor's house.
I will drop by the sheriff's office.
Okay. You see a gangly guard there, just kind of goofing around. He's like, "Whoa!" dropping stuff all over the place as he's trying to cater to this.
Say, Deputy Hall, is Sheriff Harrington?
Goes, "Oh, Hall's out right now."
Is Harrington in?
He cut out early.
Oh no, he's over at the mayor's.
Okay, thank you.
Good idea.
He goes, "You're welcome."
Find the leader.
Assumptions are not good. Can't assume.
Head over to the mayor's house.
Gotta check all your bases.
All right. You guys kept up that detour, so as you're coming up, you can hear off in the distance. Sounds like a carriage riding
I'll
off.
throw a little tracker on it.
It flies like the half a mile and it sticks right in there.
Nice. Good idea.
Unfurls into a giant satellite dish.
Excellent.
Cast an alarm spell on the horses, so they always are like fucking.
God,
out.
only they can hear it inside their
We're alarmed by our own presence, our own malfeasance. No, none of that happened.
No.
Those 4 armed guards are also gone. The mayor's house is unguarded.
Alright.
That means you already took my feet.
There's a momentary wait, and the door opens in like mid-knock.
God, I like Poffrey. I love Poffrey.
He goes, "What are you doing?"
Hello.
He goes, "Hello."
We're
He
here.
goes, "This is all your fault." Humphrey looks very disheveled and like his eyes are red and puffy.
Beaufry, what happened?
He goes, "The Baron has taken the mayor's daughter."
That was entirely unexpected.
Nobody saw that coming.
Well, if it was expected, I feel like you guys probably should have done something about it sooner.
No.
We were killing owlbears.
The scales of justice are slow sometimes.
I don't understand that reference, but it sounds like it would have been pretty cool if I did.
Why did you take Anastasia?
I assume
Make make a persuasion check because he's kind of up and down on you a lot. So
Feeling a 14-year-old girl.
she's not 14. This will determine his future relationship. He kind of just like hugs against you and he starts crying. He's like sobbing full-throatedly. And he's like, oh!
We finally found someone for you.
I didn't want this.
you were hoping for a lot.
He's
You gotta remember, you're tall, so he's like down here.
I am extremely tall. I didn't think about that.
For an elf.
I'm like, it's okay, son. We'll get her back.
Through his sobs, I don't want to have to do that voice sobbing. He basically tells you that the Baron came to pick up the taxes.
They wasn't there.
They were not there. And so the mayor was like, is there anything else, just give us more time? He's like,
I'll take your daughter.
He's like, well, I'll take your daughter. And he's like, I'll take her hand in marriage. So they've gone off to get married.
Oh, so she's moving up in the world, really.
Nice.
Married.
Sounds like she's doing very well for herself.
Yeah. I wish we could do that well.
Palfrey doesn't agree with this assessment, but he's busy leaning on his best friend's shoulder right now as they share in their misery.
Now's a
commiserate.
good time to ask him to claim the guild hall.
I know this may not be, but to take your mind off your current woes.
Menial labor.
Go on.
Up to you.
Let's say,
He says, what are we going to do?
Well, I guess we should speak with the mayor. Because it sounds like it was a consensual release.
I'm not sure there is anything we can do, son, but we will do
Son.
our best.
That's the second time he said son.
He seems still distraught, but somewhat heartened by your response. So he's like, okay, if there's anything I can do, let me know.
Go get cleaned up.
Okay, he just walks off. He goes back into the mayor's house as if he has a room there that he's still using.
See what you did there. I liked it. I guess if the door's open, we can
Walk on in.
or close it and lock it and leave him alone. Because apparently he's got enough going on.
I think we can always add more to his plate.
Excellent.
The scales of justice.
Well, we do need to speak with the sheriff.
Yes. Alright, so we'll head in and go to the mayor's study.
I will close the door behind us because we're not animals.
Yeah. Are you going?
Did you close it and you want to knock again? Is that what's happening?
I'll just knock the stuff.
Oh, okay. No, the study door's open. You come in and you find the mayor, deputy mayor, and the sheriff all in there. The mayor is now sitting in his chair in front of the fireplace, and he's got his head in his hands. The deputy mayor he seems to be talking to him, in his deep, low voice, trying to reassure him that basically what you said, this, she moved up. This is a turn of events. It's saved our town. And the sheriff is saying nothing, and he looks over and sees three of you. He just kind of, he waves. Yeah, you guys left a good impression on him, so he waves back.
We know his name.
He doesn't seem too bothered by any of what's going on. So he's just like,
Cordelius or some shit?
oh, this is going to go well.
Corwin, that's right.
Okay, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Just hold on for 1 second. All right, you're like, what's his name? You go, Corwin. He's looking right at you as you guys say that. And he just shakes his head a little. The deputy mayor finally looks up and he sees you guys and he goes, "Oh, Your Honor, these three vagabonds have returned." I was gonna say the heroes, but
We have slain the owlbear that was causing trouble in your farmlands.
he looks like at any other time you might be surprised to hear that there was an owlbear in these lands, but he's like, "Oh, that's good."
We've heard of the troubles with Anastasia. or Anastasia, how
Whatever my love's name is.
I keep on the
He
stupid.
goes-
It's a Russian name, damn it! It's a Russian
If you
name.
have something to say, I would like to be alone.
Is there any way we can convince the Baron that her rightful place is here by your side?
Says I did my level best to do so, and he was somewhat adamant.
Even if we somehow came up with the
Don't you dare say it.
money that he requires.
He goes, do you think that you could?
We are
Everybody's just glaring daggers at the elf.
we are heroes, and heroes will always find a way.
He goes, I would be deeply in your debt.
10,000 silver.
Well, maybe not that.
What is the required sum?
10,000 silver.
Oh, so yes, exactly that big.
Well, that's not what okay, yes. He says, whatever it takes to get my dear Anastasia back.
Perhaps you could sell some of your finer things and help raise a portion of the money.
Because that's what it takes.
Yes.
Well, but that won't be immediate.
Why
I'm
not?
sure this house would catch a fair penny on the market.
Where would I live?
At the guild hall. We have a place for you to stay.
Stop talking.
Make a persuasion check.
The mayor needs to have a
He's
mayor
desperate, so with advantage. Sell the mayor's house, live in the guild hall.
Nope.
Let's see
Nope.
if you convince him.
I believe we do have a basement.
He says, if that's what it takes to save my dear daughter.
You know, the mayor needs to have a mayor.
Unfortunately, his was a 21 and yours was a
But
20.
he also likes
He likes me too.
I will as well try and convince him that this is stupid.
Well, how is that stupid? That's a solution.
It is a solution. You cannot
Damn it,
argue
God.
that.
It's a solution.
You're both super persuasive. You're like, any other time, we could have persuaded a woman in white gloves to buy a ketchup popsicle. But
We have extra rooms.
he's
that
just so
nobody
desperate to
is
save Anastasia.
living in.
He says, yes, he talks to Willem and he goes, arrange an auction, sell all of my worldly possessions.
Willem, tell him that this is not a good idea.
Willem's like,
How? What is the?
Willem won't because he's his best friend.
What is the estimated gold that he will get from this house? Over the 1,000, I'm assuming. It is a fine piece of land. He's spent a ton of
All
money
of the city's money on it.
on the inside.
he says, perhaps 1,000 gold is quite a lot.
Oh, well, then we completed our quest.
Well, now you've got a tenant?
Yeah.
The mayor?
In my defense, 10 minutes ago I did say that our place would become the new mayor's house.
Gain inspiration. We're foretelling the future. How does this session end, Neil?
Valor is with you. He has given you sight beyond sight.
You're Lion-O now.
It makes sense. This is
Well, it's happening. It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense.
a fix to the issue.
No.
It
How is it not?
Band-Aid.
Are you?
You're right.
Wait, no. Are you guys having this discussion right
Yes.
now?
Yes.
He goes, please. He goes, Willem, please be off. Willem is kind of like, say something to the two of you.
We're trying here. We're trying.
And the sheriff says,
There is cold Dr. Pepper in there if you want
Warm root beer is much better than a cold Dr. Pepper.
the sheriff goes,
Just kidding. I'm getting that Dr.
I gotta get back to work. And he kind of leaves the room. Good luck.
What was our reward for killing the owlbear?
Apparently, we got to,
Get the mayor and his daughter to live with us? Nice.
well, Mayor and Poffrey.
I love Poppy.
I love you too. This is taking us straight.
Everything is going according to plan.
This is
Yeah, you remember what I said to you earlier when I was like, I don't know how to plan for what's going to happen?
I do.
Okay. Well,
Did you plan on this happening?
No! This was one of the many melodies.
Perhaps Modus will take the group into the parlor, so we're not in front of the mayor anymore. Perhaps we could come up with the money so the mayor doesn't
Pat him on the back and I say, "Don't worry, we'll get your daughter back."
He says, thank you.
or kill her trying.
Sorry, now, Modus, what were you saying?
Perhaps we could find a way to come up with the funds so the mayor doesn't have to sell his house and the center of government in this particular part of the country.
I agree.
We could have a circus.
I will talk to Will, the deputy mayor.
Who's still in these?
Yes, I will. Well, please come out.
Why not a circus?
Alright, he kind of disentangles himself from the mayor, who's
Why?
You like street animals.
clinging to this one slender hope that he could make himself homeless and penniless and get his daughter back. And,
Well, he wouldn't be homeless. He'd live with us. So.
You would have to pay us rent.
yes.
No, he'd live for free for a little bit until he got on his feet.
So he does, Willem does join you.
So, Willem, I have not met this Baron yet, but what kind of a man is he?
Says he's an intelligent and confident and capable man.
Do you think even if we gave him the 10,000 silver, he would give up the daughter?
She has a name.
Your love.
It's Anastasia.
She
Willem's
extremely beautiful.
Willem is thoughtful, and he says,
Wow.
he says it seems. Well, he looks like he's about to say, and then he kind of gauges his audience, and then he goes, it seems somewhat lucky that the exact amount that was due to him was needed elsewhere.
So, do you think that the Baron has wanted Anastasia this whole time for himself and set this up?
I know that her beauty is wide. No.
Widely known.
Yes. Spread wide across the land, and he has many times professed his admiration for her.
Then why not just take her?
Well, isn't that what he did?
Well, he wouldn't have needed to set up this whole thing with the bandits.
I didn't say that he did.
No, you didn't.
I did
But
not say-
hypothetically, if he had hired,
If that had happened,
you can't have the same voice as me.
it's what I mean.
When we went to the prison earlier, was
The prison? I don't remember doing that.
It was the jail. Well, it was the jail.
the prisoner still there?
Make intelligence check, see if you remembered. And my roll 20 has kind of crashed, so tell me what you got. Oh, okay. I didn't think I could see it, but I can see it quite well.
Yeah, no.
You can't quite recall.
I liked. I'm trying to remember if
He was in the first cell. He was looking right at us.
He said hello.
was he?
Well, that's what Rogar says.
Yes.
Yes.
DM.
Was he
Yes.
there?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
You don't remember him glaring at us?
No, I'm trying to ignore the people below me.
Well, that's a very short list of people below you.
I'm very tall.
I meant like stature and standing.
Oh, I'm talking about people below me.
Gentlemen, we have a bigger issue
Okay.
at hand. Aside from the value of the elves and
Where-
the species.
Any issue at hand.
So what I'm hearing is,
Well, he couldn't just take her because it sounds like he does have the support of the community, so that would be a
and he
very
doesn't want to
overt
ruin it.
act. Yeah.
He goes, Gentlemen, I don't know why you're speaking in such tones about the Baron, who's a great man.
Where's the sheriff?
He left.
The sheriff probably went back to his duty as sheriff of the town.
Is the Baron a man of his word?
I would say yes, and sometimes incredibly.
So he would have to. His word was if he gets $10,000 or gets 10,000 silver, he wouldn't take the daughter, correct?
No.
Oh.
He came for the taxes that were due, and they were not here. So in its place, he negotiated the hand of Anastasia Ravenscroft.
Let me ask you this: is this a normal time that he would come for the taxes, or is this?
Yes, they are due.
I didn't know if he was like, "Hey, I'm coming early," or.
No, right on time.
How do the people feel about forced marriage?
What?
Well, you're an elf.
Yeah,
so
I don't.
that's fine.
I have no idea how the people in
The
this.
two humans are kind of looking. Even everybody else is just like, fine. What do you mean? He looks completely bewildered. What you're talking about?
Is it normal to?
He says, you might as well just say marriage.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like they got
Between the nobility, that's just what happens.
Interesting.
Yes, it can be quite sad, but
Also very effective and saves a lot of time.
yes, I have to agree to that.
Yes.
What if she had agreed to marry someone else before him?
Then I suppose they would have to fight for it. In some sort of duel or contest. That would be the
That
only
would not
way.
require archery.
Why would it? That would be ridiculous.
Coin toss!
What would happen? Well, I suppose it would depend upon the.
Can I make a knowledge?
Before you, he says, I suppose it would depend upon the
Nobility?
pedigree of the person in question. Because if the Baron outranks them socially, he would still get prima nocta.
I can make reports too.
I've seen Braveheart. Can I recall a time using a history check, which I'm going to fail, where a lower statured person sought a claim to a higher statured
And
person.
it worked?
Yeah, like you're like challenging them to combat or something like they had to like use an ancient law or something like that.
Make an exceedingly difficult history check.
Okay, no problem. I will fail.
Do you want to use your advantage on this?
Yes, I will use inspiration.
That doesn't happen in the Empire.
No, it does not. 18. That's pretty good. Once again, my roll 20 is down, so I can't see anything going on, but I'm just letting everybody know.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Hear me typing. I'll start the chat.
How could that play out? Give me a scenario in which that might work. Modus.
Back in the early days of the kingdom of Evermore, there was the king who fell in love with a young woman, but his bravest knight was also in love with the same woman, and so
A tragic tale.
a tragic tale. So he challenged him to a duel for the hand of the lady, and so the king, not wanting to get killed, selected a champion, and the knight and the champion fought.
Who was his champion?
The second best night.
Yes.
Was it the court wizard?
No.
It seems like a
A
surprising
silly
feat.
thing to do. No, not at all. Not at all. Not even close there.
Well, if this is the best knight, who could he possibly select? Or did this just end badly?
Well, it doesn't work well at all.
Okay.
But it was still a legal challenge.
It still worked. It didn't work, but it worked. Is that really the way this story ends?
What if the
They all fell in love together.
No, that's not.
what if the person that was planning to marry her was from a different kingdom?
Stop.
He continues to play along.
Oh, you're second in line to the throne. You're a prince, allegedly.
That's what I'm going with this.
Welcome to the conversation. Notice, he just passed it.
I keep forgetting that because I'm like, he's really not. But, well, that's what he's told us.
I am, but I'm just not very good at it. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Make a history check. If it's good, then it can still be valid. If it's bad,
I don't want to know what happens when it's bad because this is going to be great. It's going to be
yeah, you may as well not even hear
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be
excellent.
it.
Excellent!
It says in Evermore, as a open society, the claim would still be valid.
Evermore is silly.
We believe in love.
Okay. So just so I'm hearing this.
Yes, this hypothetical conversation we're having.
What happens when... where's the Baron ranking structure?
This is the Baron ranks above a knight.
Okay. But below a prince.
Yes, quite below a prince.
So let's say a prince
But where
was
are we
going
going to
to
find a prince?
ask for Anastasia's hand in marriage.
But what about the poor pauper who also loved the pitiless sitar player?
The Baron
He
is
gets killed.
a lawful and
Yes, that's
he
true.
believes in,
If
a sense of duty and
if
honor.
if this hypothetical situation were to arise, I suppose a hypothetical baron who followed the law would have to renounce his claim. However, he still would have a claim on the town for
I was gonna
10,000 silver.
yes, I was
Right.
gonna say.
So if we came up with the 10,000 silver and a prince asked for the daughter's hand in marriage,
We came up with 10,000 silver.
no, because no matter what, he's going to plan on marrying this girl. It's very obvious.
We could just find him another girl to marry.
Good luck trying to find one as beautiful as her.
Puffrey, can you wear a wig?
Yes.
The wow.
The deputy mayor has nothing more to add at this time, unless questions are asked of him.
So, we have a circus.
No,
He says-
no,
he says,
no.
perhaps I should leave the room while you discuss whatever this other hypothetical
That
situation
is a good idea, Willem.
Alright, good.
What kind of proof would you need that a person may be a prince?
Would you have a script of pedigree?
I would have to get it.
Well, yes, you would.
Can you
Otherwise,
send,
anybody could just say that.
Can you send posts to the Elven lands for me?
Oh, they don't get posts.
Oh, we get posts.
You don't think you do?
We send a raven.
Stop.
We send an owl.
Stop.
That was established already, that elves send owls. He says, I could send Belfry.
He'll die.
Oh my gosh, Cindy. That's so mean to Palfrey.
I don't want Palfrey to do
I
that.
gotta go deliver this message so you
How-
can marry
How
her.
far is the Elven lands?
Quite far. Quite far.
I
I think
think
it's perhaps a month's journey on horse.
When is this marriage?
Well, whenever he wants. As soon as he rounds up a clergy.
If he gets married and then somebody has already,
Rounds up a clergy, you say.
if he gets married and then it comes out that a prince was already,
If she's already married, then I would say that doesn't matter. But if you make a claim before he gets married, he might have to wait.
That's well, it sounds like a history check to know if that's possible or not.
All right, ready for another failed history check? Coming.
I did give you inspiration.
I got inspiration back.
Remember, I said, "Oh, you got an inspiration." Well, you made some sort of comment that was pretty good.
you get inspiration.
All right, I will use it. Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
That's pretty.
That's a pretty basic.
I hate
knowledge.
I hate rolling so much. I hate role playing.
Can I give him can I help him? I'm trained in history.
Yes, make a disadvantaged history check because this is about
It's
human
about
culture.
human shenanigans.
Did we already establish whether or not they recognize the elves as,
people?
like the same level? Like they would recognize the elven prince?
They
as?
did.
So I got above a 10, so I gave him a little helpy help.
Helpy, little handy.
So we're like talking back and forth with each other for a little bit, like trying to remember because this goes deep
What
down
was the
in
name
history
of the
book.
guy?
If you could tell me the name of the one situation, the name of the champion that king got, he was an elf. It was an elf, and that's why this all works out.
Silvaro Fenrico.
No,
Legolas,
it doesn't work. No,
Legolas
secret
Long.
sombrero.
Legolas Long.
no.
I
You're just making things up now.
You told us to make it up.
Yeah, better than that. I'll tell you what, you guys have one more chance if Neil can give me a good
I believe, if I remember correctly,
from the history books.
from the history books, it was
Maybe Twitch chat can help us.
Yes, anyone on the
it
Twitter?
was Reaver Silverleaf.
Wow, that's quite good. Yes.
Marco Potato.
What was the name you came up with?
Reaver Silverleaf.
Reaver Silverleaf.
The elves are calling.
No, we're sending out an owl.
Ravens left and right.
The Ravens left the door. Then yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes to whatever that question was.
So if we send post to him that says a prince of the elven lands has asked for her hands in marriage, he may not
I think
has called claim to her hands in marriage.
He would require proof that you are a prince.
Right,
that
but
he would
I can
hold.
get that.
Why don't we send Palfrey to your lands to get that information?
He will die.
Yeah, I don't believe he can go unescorted through the open lands.
We can just take like.
What?
They're not at war with us, are they?
There's beasts on the road.
Well, he can go with a caravan or something.
I don't want my little buddy Palfrey to die.
So are you gonna escort him?
Make a deception check.
No, I really don't.
I believe that. I believe that.
We may disagree with things, but we both.
We may both love the same
They're
woman.
chasing after the same woman, but they're doing it with honor.
Yes, exactly.
Now that they've sort of come to know each other.
See,
I feel like Palfrey just kind of really baited this
Is
out.
Palfrey in the room here?
No.
he's getting cleaned up. Remember?
No, but what I'm saying is, do you trust that he would actually deliver that message? Like, do you think he?
Yes.
He would rather see her with you
Yes.
as opposed to the Baron?
Yes.
So I think you should go to the Baron Silvar and, like, in a dramatic fashion, go in there and say, "I stake claim to that girl. I am a prince of Tirasel."
Yeah, but he's gonna have to. I'm gonna have to have proof.
Well, but as long as you make the claim before he gets married, that'll put a pause on it until you can
Right.
establish your pedigree.
Well, let's go.
Well, there's no reason we need to go.
We're an adventuring team. We adventure together. I thought you were my friends.
All right.
Oh, you want to vote on it?
We're the scales of justice.
Yeah, we're the scales of justice.
Well, you're the leader, so.
Before this happens, I do have to ask the mayor if it's okay if I
Mary's daughter.
marry his daughter.
Because it will put the burden back on the town of the 10,000 silver.
Right.
The expectation of the mayor at this point is that you guys will also take care of that
Well,
What?
and give him a place to live.
Yeah.
You know, she's
Oh my God!
What? This is terrible. Well, if she marries him, she will be living.
We call master bedroom.
No.
You're really making out like a bandit in this entire scenario.
What is
Let's not
happening?
help him.
I mean, the Baron seems like such a nice
He
guy.
He does, and we have to come up with a way to save his daughter from this.
How do we know that she wants to be saved from him?
Yeah, she might be like, oh.
She loves me.
Does she love you, or does she love the idea of pissing off her father?
Does she love you, or does she love the idea of you?
Of money.
She loves me, and I love her.
What does she know about you? Did you even tell her you're a prince?
It's the medieval 1500s. They don't give a shit.
Oh, that is okay to be in the middle of the 1400s, but arranged marriage is frowned upon.
Ah. Well,
You said 2 days ago that I either should commit or not commit. Now I'm committing, and you're freaking out about it?
are you
2 days ago, there wasn't a baron between you.
all right then? I shall help you, my friend.
Thank you.
I shall. I suppose we should make our way to the Baron's castle.
I, once again, must go outside.
I mean, literally, he left like 5 minutes ago. He's on the caravan on the road.
Yeah, we could probably
Well,
get
we're
it.
not catching that. I mean,
You're on foot.
I'm sure the mayor has a horse.
Why would the mayor have horse?
I don't know. His
I
daughter
already
has
has
a
a
horse.
horse.
I was hoping you guys wouldn't think of that. Okay.
can it fit all three of us?
Nope. It's a big horse, but no. I mean, you've got a huge elf. If he was a normal-sized elf, I would say yes.
Damn you, rolls!
Is there
Also, thank you.
is there a cart or a carriage we could hook the horse up to?
I'm sure we could. In fact, you know someone who has a card.
Yeah. And I paid him pretty well over there.
Thanks, Schubert.
He's a dragonborn.
So I meant that shoe guy. So. Okay, I go into the mayor's office.
Yeah, let's establish this before we.
Yeah, before anything happens, he has to get permission.
Is there a library in this town?
The mayor's house has a library.
While they're going to talk to the mayor, I will go into the library and see if there's any ancient caches of wealth that might be explorable.
You're gonna cruise the books.
Yes.
See if there-
Do the elves have gold?
No, you don't believe in money. We've established that many, many times.
Well, what is it?
Could you be like, I'm a prince, give me 10,000 silver?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems reasonable to me.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll just do it. I mean, they're probably not going to get it to me. Would they? Would it be
How did you leave your lands?
in good note? Obviously,
Didn't you say that they wanted you to leave?
well, they wanted me to leave,
So
but
you could
no,
have to live on your own, right?
it's not to live on my own. It's to better me to become the next
To
king.
be self-sufficient?
No, like
That's what I'm
I'm.
hearing.
I need to be more worldly, right? And so that's why I left. It's not like we left on a bad note.
No,
It's that-
but they want you to be able to provide for yourself and figure out problems on your own.
But I think
Sure.
I mean, right? That's right.
Kind of, but it's more also just like learning more about the world, like becoming a.
You think that
More
if you
knowledge.
ask, you're like, I need this, the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not restricted from accessing your great, vast amounts of elvish wealth, so you can pretty much ask for whatever you want.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure if you tell her that you need it to propose to marry.
Are you saying this
Yes.
in character? Okay.
To propose to marry her, that can help bridge the gap between the humans and the elves.
Well,
Yeah,
that
this
was like
could
you're
help.
polluting our bloodstream.
No, this could definitely help, like, connect the elves with the humans better.
I don't know, you've been pretty racist in classes.
I still think.
Now that you've said that,
I still think.
I mean,
this
it was
could
kind of
help.
caca, but it's very accurate.
They screw me over all the time. So fuck 'em.
Make a persuasion check.
With who?
Me
With you.
against me.
Come on, dice. Don't fuck me now.
Just don't be under a 10.
A 14. Nice.
You're like, maybe, but they probably would still do it because I'm the prince. I mean, nobody's going to be happy about it, but I'm the prince. We're all very egalitarian, but I'm still the prince.
This is going to be a difficult situation for everybody.
No matter
Especially
what.
the daughter.
And I think the best situation is for her to stay home with me. So,
Oh,
we're
God,
just
my
going to
nose.
do that.
Whoa, burn.
Just like
Stop copying me in everything I do.
Let me go.
Talk to Papa.
Yeah, I gotta go talk to Papa.
So let me see it. Make sure I get this right. So your idea is ask the mayor if you can marry her. If he agrees, go to your homeland, get the silver.
Well,
and
first
your
he's going to
pedigree.
ask the mayor, see if he can marry her. Then she says
Then we
yes.
have to
He's
go
got
to
to
the
get the pedigree, and then he's got to.
No, then we have to go to the Barons, stop the marriage from ever happening. Then we have to get the pedigree to show, like, hey, I'm actually this noble. And then,
This is a lot of.
But
travel.
okay, but then
I'm sure you like this woman.
you're gonna try to get the silver from them to give to the baron so that the mayor can keep his house.
Mhm.
And then when you marry her,
This is turned into
Have you ever
episode
seen
one.
The Phantom Menace?
now, but when you marry her, are you going to live in the mayor's house? Are you going to live in the guild house, or will you be required to move back?
Well, the
to
guild house will be
elf-
the mayor's house.
oh shit, I didn't even think about that. I have no idea. Let's take it a step at a time.
Jesus Christ! This we're only on step 5.
Step at a time.
Our ridiculous season content, and we don't even know the end.
We don't know if he's gonna even let me marry her first. So let's do that first. I just
Jesus.
Why don't we ask her what she wants to do?
Lose your inspiration.
Good one, man.
Also, she's not here, so
I mean,
But she will be there when we talk to the baron to put a hold on the marriage.
it's true.
and if she doesn't want to
Which
marry
is
me,
step 4 of 17 in our plan.
Everybody on the same checklist. So,
Is it
everybody clear on
Right,
this
a turn.
entirely concise plan?
No.
Okay.
This plan is foolproof.
So,
This plan is doomed. I mean, destined.
Step 1, ask the mayor for permission.
Alright, let's do step 1.
And Modus will go to the library to get away from this.
Well, you. Oh, the
It's right there.
Yeah.
Like right next door.
All right, so you crack a book and you're like, whatever. I don't even care what
This
I'm
is
reading.
fucking ridiculous.
Okay, so you go into the mayor's. Are you, Rogar? Are you following?
Yes.
You mean? Okay, so the mayor looks up. He seems like he's not. He's like cleaned his face off a little bit and everything. He's back to his normal.
Give him a handkerchief.
Already. Thank you.
Does he see the initials?
This is mine.
What are they?
You stole this.
Daughters.
Daughters.
She did give it to
Yeah.
him when we came back.
No, I remember. I'm just trying to think of how would he'd be like. Oh.
I've come to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage.
Okay, now he makes the connection. I was like, what would he think of it?
I've got her panties too.
I'm holding her for ransom.
10,000.
Make a persuasion with advantage. Because he seems to cotton immediately to what you're saying.
But before you make that,
Make sure Palfrey's in
before you do that, you need to establish that you have a claim to her because he's going to be like.
I think he knows.
Does he?
I feel like we're going to get a lot of negative reviews on this session from women.
It's not like they don't know what was going on in the Middle Ages.
11.
Did you establish your pedigree that you have a claim to it?
He looks very reluctant. Not because you're asking to marry his daughter, but because he realizes that you're opening a huge can of worms by doing that.
Yeah.
It's a simple plan.
That's a band.
He goes, there's only one direction this could go.
That's a band.
South fast.
South Canadian Rad Boy.
Nobody's gonna know what that means.
All of that. I say,
He looks unconvinced, so say something else.
I'm a prince where I come from, and I feel like your daughter deserves to be next to her father, and with somebody she truly loves. I am that man, and I will treat her well and kind.
We also don't know that you won't have to take her back to the other line, but
He goes, would you have to take her back to the Elven Lands?
Not necessarily.
Deception.
I don't know.
exactly.
I will speak with my father and mother, and if we did have to go back to the Elven Lands, I'm sure you could come with us if you'd like.
I feel like Silvar's really a spoiled kid.
This is why they said, go learn how to be your own. Mommy and Daddy will fix this for me. Although you're like, you can go live at the Elvish Palace of the Prince, and he's kind of like, well, currently homeless, so.
Well, it's on the market.
I've also,
He seems quite convinced, but go ahead, more. Go ahead.
we might be able to keep your home here as well.
As well, if you've got to move. It's...
I understand, but I might be able to come up with 10,000 silver if we can stay here.
It was at this point in time, I'm ready to try anything, and I believe that Anna looks at the handkerchief you've given him, and he says, I believe that you do have my daughter's favor, for weal or woe.
Well, thank you, sir, and I will go immediately to the Baron to tell him.
Good luck, and Godspeed.
Oh, and can we take her horse?
He goes, yes, of course. Of course. All right, so you go saddle up the horse. Who's going?
Hey, buddies.
What's up?
It'd be nice if you came. You're a man of the faith, and the wizard would always be nice. He's extremely intelligent and be able to help me on this quest.
Well, again, We're just going to carry 2 of you.
Yeah, we're gonna get the little thing from the
Cart.
bag.
Oh,
Well-
you're really going to take the cart? Okay. I'll just make sure.
Okay, so
Step 1, check it off.
check it off. So step 2 now. Moving
Go
on.
stop the marriage.
Okay.
I call her. She's mine.
Dibs!
I got dibs.
Buffer's like, what?
Paw-free. This is the only way.
He's coming downstairs. He looks a little bit better. He's all cleaned up and everything. He goes, what's the only way?
To get her back here, I am going to get her hand in marriage.
He goes, what? Well, the Baron's going to marry her.
Not anymore.
How do you figure?
I am a prince.
It's too much to go into.
I will claim her as my own. And
She's
following
my
the
property.
probability, I'm over him.
Persuasion check. Flat. No advantage or disadvantage.
Listen to what I fucking say.
I got a 25 for my investigation check. So.
And a 7.
Oh my.
I'm-
Those are one.
Humphrey still loves her. Wants her.
He goes,
I'm really rolling bad now. Let's get these out of my system.
he says,
You got like 3 20s in a row.
I know. That's what I mean. I gotta get it out of my.
he
These
goes,
bad ones we gotta go.
he says, well, if you're really a prince and this is the only way, and he shoves you and he runs out the door.
I said, oh, that is incredibly funny.
You're not
I-
there. You're in the library.
I am faster than him,
You are.
and I'll run and catch him. Humphrey.
Make an athletics check. Neil, make an athletics check, would you? Not your character, just roll 1d. Bracket, 1d20.
Just
roll
roll
1d20.
roll 1d20.
And brackets, not parentheses.
God damn
It's
it.
just a straight 1d20?
Yes.
Beat a 5.
Okay.
Well,
You're chasing him. You follow him to the barn. He's
Stop.
jumping on the horse.
I pull out my bow. I say, Palfrey, I don't want to kill you.
He's like, and he's like riding bareback badly. He looks like, if you shoot at him and you hit him at all, he probably, even if you don't kill him, he'll probably fall off.
Shoot up in there.
Great reference.
I'm out of arrows now.
Oh god,
If I shoot him, he's gonna die.
Yeah, he's, I mean,
There's
no
no
other
other
horse.
warning shot. He's probably gonna be okay if you try and shoot him.
Is there no other horse?
this is the only horse you know of. This
Where
seems
is he
to
riding
be
to?
a one-horse town.
Where is he riding? Like, is he? Is there a
Just
gate?
wants to argue.
He's riding up towards the road. He's clearly going after the Baron.
I shoot him.
What's your alignment?
I'm in love with a girl, and he's trying to ruin it.
Of course he's being crazy. He's in love.
I mean, he will literally.
Murder somebody.
I mean, he could possibly get the mayor in trouble now because he's trying to plan this against him. He could
Take
carve
your shot or don't take your shot. It's up to you.
Oh.
11 damage.
All right, you're like you're trying super hard.
I'll just wound him.
Yeah, and it's just yeah. You get to see off in like the distance this team body kind of just float down the ground and kind of roll a couple of times, and the horse keeps running, but it slows down and starts eating some grass.
I thought you were gonna say eating the body. I was like, oh god.
It gains its power, becomes a ginger. Actually, it is already red.
I will
This
run
is
over to Palfrey.
pretty.
He gets a death saving throw.
Actually,
NPCs
the way this works is if you go over his health, and
Oh, that's right.
he's got very low health.
He's clearly very
You run over to
sick.
Palfrey. He's got like an arrow through the back of his skull, and it's like coming out the front of his forehead.
I really tried to aim to miss it.
It was a range.
I almost did.
Bam, bing,
I
bong.
almost did maximum damage.
If you're thinking about spreading magic or something, that's,
If I have to die, wouldn't that stabilize him?
No, he's
Or
dead.
is it just
he's flat dead.
so?
Well, they're all dead. Just go through their pockets for loose change.
I walk over. I'm like,
Sorry,
I had
bro.
to do it.
You did not have to do that.
What was the other option?
Let him go.
To do what?
Whatever he was doing was not going to be this evil act.
Whatever
there
he
was
was doing was
There was that
absolutely
big commotion. So the mayor kind of walks out. He's like walking over. He's like, "What's going on?" He's like, well, he is not at the scene yet, but he's like 50 feet away. He's coming that way. He's like, what's happening here?
Palfrey's dead.
What? What happened?
He ran.
It was unavoidable. The bear killed him.
He was on his way to go tell the Baron to speed up the process.
Assuming cure wounds.
That's what I truly believe he was going to do.
Make a deception check.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
I mean, I really think he was about to.
If you say so, I believe you. You're no metagamer.
16.
He says, I can't understand why
He was like a son to me.
this boy who's been living in my house for several years would betray us in such a way.
Palfrey was madly in love with your daughter.
He doesn't look like he's surprised. Yes, I
And-
suspected as much.
He would do anything to prevent her from becoming my wife.
The mayor shakes his head and goes, bastard, just roll him into the ditch.
He deserves a burial. For what he was doing was in his mind right.
How could that be?
He thought he was going to get her out of an elf's life.
An elf life.
You
You
don't
don't want to
know
be a princess. The horrible, horrible fate. He doesn't look, he's like, no, don't even bother.
Plus, we don't have any money.
Can you spare me some money to bury him?
Dig a hole for him?
He goes, grab that horse board and walks off.
Actually, I'm not very good with horses.
Rogar? The mayor seems satisfied and he's just turning and walking back to his house.
There's nothing I could do. I tried to get him to stop.
I'll walk back towards the guild hall.
This is very interesting. This is an interesting development.
Stupid little shithead.
So, it is up to you to grab this horse, who has historically hated you horribly. I know.
And now that you put murder in its heart,
It's eating
It's bloodthirsty. It just wants to eat it.
I need
just
you,
roll back like a doll.
Sovar, to make a dreaded animal handling check at disadvantage.
Oh, I hate this fucking animal.
That's probably why I didn't like you.
And when he fails, somebody roll 1d4.
Horses.
I'll go ahead and just get that
Cue that up. Oh,
16.
my goodness. All right, what do you do to kind of overcome the animosity between you and this creature?
Animalosity.
I'll bring out the handkerchief.
You
I think the mayor has that.
I would have grabbed it.
That's fine. That's perfect. Why wouldn't you? All right, it's starting to its eyes go a little wild as you approach, but then you present this token that smells exactly like its mistress, and it nuzzles at it, and then it's not like
It's not.
it's
happy.
not partial
I
to
just
you.
pat it on its mane and rub it a little bit.
All right, its huge muscles are quivering when you touch it, but it still doesn't jump away or anything. You're free to climb up.
I guess I look to you and I'm like,
He's in the library.
oh shit.
You're all by yourself.
Well, I'm assuming you're not coming along, so I will just.
He's bareback. Do you want to go put bareback? Do you want to put a saddle on him?
Or is that how you people ride?
I don't know actually.
You probably do ride bareback, but you probably ride elk.
I'll go put a saddle on it. I really do not want to be fucked off by a horse.
Yeah, riding bareback is dangerous.
Never know what might happen.
Okay. Okay, all right.
Kill that kid.
I
Free.
knew you were going to hit him.
I didn't think I was gonna do next to max damage.
You know, not to go back, but my understanding was, couldn't he have hit him for subdual damage?
When
Not with it, no.
I found out, I've since come to find out that only in melee combat can you subdue. If it's ranged or a spell, it's damage.
And I don't have a blunt arrow, so.
Gotcha. But I guess that would also work. I guess you could have broken the tip off or done anything else. But
I didn't think about that. Well, the tip off wouldn't have worked, but there's
Oh,
a specific.
I
I don't know
probably allowed
actually.
it. But
I don't know actually in this game, but in Pathfinder and other games, there's actual blunt arrows that do some cool. It is what it is. Rest in peace, Palfrey.
Achilles commented that he remembered from our first session when you almost lost an eye from that horse.
It's not funny.
Thank you, Achilles.
It's not
I thought it
funny.
was hilarious.
Everything about this, being around this horse, is just horrible for you.
It really is.
Feels Palfrey.
It's a dark horse.
Mm.
It's not a great song.
I guess I will.
What's that song?
I know.
I'll go put on the saddle.
Saddle. All right, you saddle. It's it's got filigree and it's very fine and it's clearly like a woman's saddle, but as an elf you can fit it in just fine.
I kind of want
It's
A tall.
tall though, but only tall for an elf.
Right.
For a woman.
A 6 foot tall woman.
A woman's like a refrigerator, 6 feet tall, 300 pounds.
Cold on the inside.
This is getting dark. This is going to a dark place. All right, you ride off into the dark, into the friscolating dusk light. Yeah. Down the road, guys. You'll never guess what I found. Okay, and they're gone. Eureka! I found the answer to all our problems. Palfrey, you're vitally important.
What god would I have prayed for Palfrey?
Revenge? Vecna? Is he up? Is he
Are you like what would be the human god, or are you like what's the elven?
The elven god.
There are several. There's no like specific. There's no
all the gods are in the
I'll just pray to one of the gods for forgiveness for him.
Probably like Gaia, because she's like the earth.
Well, Mother Gaia, please bring him to the
These bones just
soil,
wrap around him and pull him down into the ground.
No.
and the soil, and allow him to be rebirthed into one of your mighty trees.
All right, you pick up a.
Yeah, like
After that, you probably kind of have to wait and dig a grave. That feels pretty appropriate. That's fine. Okay, it won't take you. Takes you about an hour.
Baron's getting away.
Well, he's not riding hard. He's cruising.
Yeah,
Well, he's riding hard.
he's in a carriage, so.
All right. What were you doing in there? What was that 25 for?
I was looking up to try and find some mysterious quests that we could go on around.
Oh, right. If there's any last-ditch dungeons around here. I mean, you find just tons of stories, histories about lost empires. There's supposedly some sort of elven empire that the Draconian Empire has, stomped into the ground. So and then they, so they've enslaved all the elves that were in that area. So now they've got a bunch of elvish slaves, and they have built the Draconian Empire on its back.
Well, since Modus got such a high score in that, he's probably going to actually get lost in the books until somebody comes and gets him.
That's perfectly fine. In fact, considering all that's going on in there, you may find a spell for your selection.
Okay. Excellent.
Nice.
So you kill somebody and I get a spell.
And Rogar, what do? You kind of wander back to the
Going
guild
back
hall.
to
the scales of justice.
Well, justice did happen.
Did it?
Scratch.
It just says scales.
Blood talons, blood talons.
I was gonna go back and just spend a bit praying for being senseless death and.
Horses suck.
They do
I don't
Fuck
want to
horses.
ruin the game for you, but you may want to check out the campaign Bible, the gods, and what Valor believes in.
Yeah, I was reading that.
I don't know if I agree with it.
But I mean, my understanding was, as the cleric, I have like the one guy that I concentrate on, but I still can pray to other ones.
Yes, but I'm just saying you're like, this is the guy who you've kind of thrown your lot in with, so you're free to disregard anything you like, but it's up to you. I mean, you have devoted your life to the gods.
What did you tell the Baron? Or what did you tell the Baron that Palfrey was going to do exactly?
Oh, that he was gonna run off
his
and
plans or whatever.
he was gonna run off and get the the Baron to marry her quicker, so she didn't marry me.
Smart guy.
Speed up the process.
So Rogar, you're in prayer. Okay. So you're more praying to just kind of.
It's just I'm gonna not for him, but for kind of like guys of like, what could I have done?
Nothing.
All right. You want to check the other gods there? I don't have the list in front of me right now, but you might find one that's. I think there's one that's supposed to be like a foresight goddess. Well, this took a dark turn. So,
What do you mean?
Rogar is praying for guidance. Modus is. He's like looking through books and he's writing information down into his own spell book. You've dug a grave for this kid who is basically becoming your squad, and you kind of. Well, I don't say kick him into it, but
No.
you're pretty respectful. I mean,
Yeah,
even though Silvar believes that he was going to.
Yeah, I mean, I believe 100% he was going to do anything in his power to prevent me from marrying her.
It's not a lie.
So you set him in there respectfully.
Yes.
You remove the arrow from his face.
Of course.
And
Even though it's supposed to be for his leg. Man, I'm really bad at shooting.
Yeah,
Hey.
it makes it comedic whenever.
I mean, we could say you hit him in the leg and
No,
he
no,
bled out
it's
horribly.
okay.
Like Stonewall Jackson.
So and then you take the horse back, saddle it.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the saddle on, you're fine. You don't need a ride check or anything. So
There's no such thing as riding this anyway.
it'd be him riding or him.
Is it? There's no ride in this? What?
No.
Who makes his games?
Wizards of the Coast, and so you're off all alone on a solo adventure.
These
So
always go really freaking well for me, by the way.
So
Do they?
No.
you arrive at, well, you don't really know where the Baron is, do you?
Oh, he's probably just following the road.
Yeah.
There's probably only like one road.
Isn't there one road?
I mean, there's one road.
Well,
in and out
he's got a
of town.
Yeah,
carriage.
and he's got several
So
guys with him.
there's going to be.
Oh, you're a ranger.
Yeah.
Make us about
Track the poop or whatever they do.
Well, let's find out.
I've got
He's really good at this.
got no doubt.
Is there such thing as taking 10?
No.
There is not.
You see how I don't take 10 in this game?
Our audience prefers to watch you roll and let the dice decide how it goes.
23.
They want you to fight.
Thank you, audience.
All right.
You can vote, audience, whether
Any buttons or not. Okay, so you guys futzed around in the mansion. You had to dig a grave.
Don't hear that too often.
But this group, you
Actually, I hear a lot.
So you're probably looking at mid-evening that you arrive at the Baron's Keep.
Okay.
Right. It's a big fortress. There's walls 30 feet high. It's square. There are towers. There are square towers on all four corners. There are armed men with bows monitoring the walls.
Open the door! Open fire!
It's made of like a glassy black rock, and there are red banners with a black heart rampant flying everywhere. The central keep itself is the spires rise up above the soaring walls, and there's a large portcullis that is currently down, and there's several guards. You can see several guards kind of monitoring that area as you're approaching, and you've also been spotted by the archers top thing.
Oh.
I don't think they do horn insurance. By the way.
You don't remember
Oh,
the
Black.
Baron's name? Okay.
We didn't get a first name, did we?
Bob.
His first name is Peter.
His first name's Baron.
Yes.
I'm not really a noble.
Right up to the gate.
All right. It's this giant black iron portcullis. There's a guard. They're all on the other side of the portcullis. They've got their pole arms, and he says he just kind of waits for you to say something. Actually,
Say, I'm Solvar Fenric, Prince of the Elves of Tirasil, and I'm here to speak with Baron Blackhawk.
make a persuasion check.
With 12.
He goes. He looks you up and down. Now you're like just covered in bloody clothes, and you're on some woman's horse. And he goes, pull the other one.
The other one.
The other leg.
You're pulling his leg.
Oh.
Another guard's in there. It's like, it's this idiot doesn't know nothing.
Aren't you supposed to be on duty?
This is the truth. I come to speak to the Baron over an important matter.
Or you can hear some yelling like, oh, is that right? And he turns around and he goes, there's some elf here who wants to talk to the Baron. You can hear some more yelling. He goes, get off your horse and wait a minute.
Sure.
All right, you're waiting there for maybe 3 minutes. He's just kind of looking you up and down, making another check.
Horse loves me. Yeah.
No, that's not.
You just rode that horse hard.
We have traveled a long way together. We are best of friends.
We'll find out in 3 seconds.
Yeah, we're best of friends. We're the best of friends.
You do seem to have a bond over this one moment. The fact that you both like Anastasia. So.
Please don't fuck me,
Get the lube. Get the grease spell ready.
Grease.
That's the one you found.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. After, a couple minutes go by, there's somebody walking out. He looks like a guard, but instead of wearing like kind of a silvery plate, his breastplate is all black and it's filigree with silver.
They're not evil.
He's slightly taller and a little bit more buff than the other guards that are milling around. He's also not wearing a helmet or anything. You can see
champion.
he's got a smooth, bald pate, and he walks up.
Good evening, sir.
He looks you up and down and he goes, "Hello there."
Hey there, little guy.
So I'm here to speak with Baron Blackheart.
He goes, "Oh, make an insight check, please."
Submit this as him. Or the champion or something.
Dude, this is not Baron.
Oh,
Worry about
Baron. No.
Somebody
Hush,
else.
Everybody quiet. Everybody quiet.
Audience, do you know who this is?
You don't, because you can see that.
13.
All right. He goes, "All right, I'll take you to see the Baron. Throw your weapons down." He goes, "Open the gate." Like you can hear somebody going, the portcullis starts to lift.
Put it on the back of the horse.
He goes, gestures, and one of them takes the horse's reins.
I pat it. It'll be okay.
When the guy starts to take the reins, the horse starts to like jerk away. You hold him down?
Yeah.
Okay. It lets him take him. What did you give up? Everything?
Yeah.
Okay. He grabs you by the back. He reaches out, grabs you by your medallion. He starts leading you around like he's leading you from over his back.
Say, that's not necessary.
He doesn't respond. He starts leading you towards the fortress.
Holding on to a prince of Tirasil. Not a good maneuver.
He doesn't respond. He takes you. He starts taking you towards the fortress. It's got these huge, giant oaken double doors that are reinforced. And then he kind of leads off to the side instead of going into the front. He starts taking you around to the side of the fortress. There's a like steps carved into the ground. It leads from ground level. It looks like a really small hole, but as you go down the steps, there's a recessed doorway, and there's an iron gate, and he's like, there's somebody on the other side. He's like, "Open up!"
The Baron's not in here.
And this guy pulls out a big key and twirls it around, and opens this creaking gate, and he leads you inside. You're in this dank hallway. As you guys, right after you're brought in, the guy closes it and locks it again, and he starts leading you down this. It looks like a little garden room because there's a bench and a table, or a stool and a table, and it looks like there's a half-eaten meal and some candles there. The rest of the way down the hallway is dark, but no problem for you. And he leads you as you go into this somewhat tighter space. There's it looks like 6 cells, 3 on either side. He pulls the key out from his pouch and he unlocks one of them and he shoves you in there. And he goes, clank. At any time, would you like to have done something, or?
Not much I can do. Say,
He goes, "I'll let the Baron know you're here."
good.
He turns around and walks out.
Say, hopefully the Baron will come to his senses. You don't want a war with the elves.
Oh no, we wouldn't want to war with the elves. You can hear like clank clank as he leaves. The door gets locked. You can hear 50 feet away, the sound of somebody going back to eating. As you... Oh, this is cold. All right, back at the guild hall. Did you find a god?
The only one I found.
Did you find God?
The only one I found that might be was
Cassiopeia. There we go.
Goddess of death.
Yes. So you're make a religion check. All right. Yeah, you're praying. What do you exactly? You're just like, what can I do to make this right? Or what do you say? What does Rogar say? Where is he at right now? And why is he going to a different god?
Well, it's because it's not like I'm going against Valor, but it's I felt like I probably had a responsibility to protect this guy, and I missed the opportunity.
And why wouldn't you go to Valor with that?
He's got high standards.
My Valor. I don't know.
Is Rogar just like? Is it more like I can't face my dad because I feel like I'm down?
No, my understanding. I guess I was confused. My understanding was that all these gods were kind of flowing together, and like you could pray to all of them at one point or another.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying like you turned your back on him. I'm just like, why wouldn't you go to this guy? You're just going to her because she's more the one you were looking for.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. So what do you exactly say as you're praying?
Just looking for insight or guidance as to what I can do in the future to.
She goes. You get the sense that because you're sitting there for some time, you know it's over an hour, and you're like, I could probably stop innocents from being murdered right in front of me. That's probably one thing.
Got it. Done.
That's
noted.
An easy fix. Also,
Thanks.
Also, you get a flash that's like. It seems like you're remembering something, but it's not. You're like in this giant black castle, and you remember going down these steps into this dank dungeon area, and you feel like you remember that Silvar's there and he's in danger. It's weird because it's like you're remembering it. You're like, did that happen, or when would I have known that? Okay.
See if I do anything with that information. Well, after I've prayed and gotten insight, I will make my way back to the Barons and pry him away from the books.
Mayors?
Yes.
Oh, just make a check.
Yes, thank you for correcting me. To the Mayors and get him away.
Oh, he's like, it's rare to see this many books. He's just going on about.
Well, don't worry, these will all be in our library.
We're going to buy out the Mayor.
It's all part of our long con.
I will bring him up to speed on whereabouts Paul Frey last time I saw him.
What happened?
Silvar killed him.
My God, is his jealousy know no bounds?
Apparently not.
I'm sure Anastasia would never forgive him for that.
The mayor did not seem too concerned about it.
Seems odd, but based on all the information I have available, I guess I can't say anything further.
Yeah. I did spend some time soul searching.
You heard the good word.
Stop writing your black arts and turn to the glory of the Lord.
And I saw what I think was a vision of Silvar locked in a dungeon somewhere. I can only deduce it would be the Barons.
Yes.
Well, I guess we can call ourselves whatever we want now.
The dynamic duo.
I assume we could just meet up with James and you can do whatever James is doing.
Yeah, but he's looking for his family. I was interested in helping him find it. So you believe you saw Silvar locked in the Baron's dungeon?
It felt like a memory, but it looked like a vision of Silvar.
One of the now memories?
Yes. One of my waking dream movies.
Well, I suppose that we should head up there and see if we can't locate him. See what's going on. Did you see him actually talking to the Baron?
No.
Hmm. Well, you think you can track him? Wherever he went?
I would assume that there's got to be a map here in the mayor's house or from the library that probably goes from here to the Baron's.
Probably.
You didn't come across anything when you were perusing, did you?
Yeah, it's right here.
Ah, excellent.
That was a good call on the pasta. Alright then, well, suppose we should try and find a horse and get going.
Do you believe that's the best course of action?
Wow, there's a question.
Meaning, in my vision, I saw him being placed into a dungeon, which means I don't believe he's meeting with the Baron. Do we want to try to establish his pedigree before we go there and just try to bust him out or whatever?
Well, I feel like the Baron, from all we know on the Baron, I feel like if he is someone who abides by his word, would not just lock someone up for no reason. And everyone seems to say that.
I mean, it's possible the Baron doesn't even know he's there.
He could have gotten lost and gone to say something else.
What?
That was rock solid. You cannot argue that.
I tracked the freaking owlbear perfectly fine.
Yes, but you weren't as emotionally distraught.
I'm saying it's very possible that the Baron doesn't know he's there, that he approached the gate and they just saw an elf and just locked him up.
Evermore's not at war with Tirasil.
Yes.
I mean, if you believe we're going to talk to the Baron,
Well, I think that it would take a very long time to go establish his pedigree. And I think that whatever's going to happen would be concluded by the time we got back in 2.5 months.
okay.
Yeah.
Whatever that might be.
Whatever that may be, it may or may not come to pass. So I think we should probably head there immediately, straight away.
Okay. Then, I mean, there's no such traveling at night. Wait till morning.
We have had a long, full day. But I think that he might need us, so we should. What time is it? Is it like early night or late night?
It's early evening still. Like it's sun's going down. You still got plenty of light. It's twilight.
Breaking dawn.
Freaking sparkly vampires everywhere.
Well, for sparkling vampires, we're not dealing with that.
There's werewolves too.
Yeah,
Native
Native Americans.
Sparkly werewolves.
Werewolves.
And the werewolves and vampires have not got along in a long time.
All right, back to
this
dumb setting.
Then yes, let's go grab a horse and we'll set off.
It's a one horse town.
Yeah, I believe the one horse in this town has already been.
All right, then let's take a walk.
Walk it is.
Take
All right.
a walk. Take a walk.
So you guys are
Set out on foot.
between the cleric and the wizard. You've got plenty of light, so it's not a problem. But you got your map, so you're every crossroad you're consulting it, and you have a.
There's probably like directional signs on there saying this way to the Baron's castle.
No, that's just roads. That'd be a good idea. You might want to propose that to somebody. There's that kind of stuff in the Draconian Empire.
Well,
Obviously, yes.
But they're actually like plinths. They're stones. They've got like carved into them where things are.
Noise.
That's pretty smart.
We're awesome.
So I mean, it doesn't take you guys very long. You guys, we'll say 3 hours to get there on foot.
Okay.
So you arrive at a looming castle made of some glassy black rock. There's still guards pacing back and forth. Some of them are carrying torches. Some of them are standing next to braziers full of burning coals, and there's like flickering firelight everywhere. There's a couple of guys standing guard by the portcullis, which is down, and I assume you would just kind of walk right up.
In the vision that I had, did I see the guard that was leading him around, or?
Make an insight check. I am back on roll 25.
I will
No, you're not.
start carving little things. One,
With what?
rock, duh.
Duh.
You don't have to rocks.
Wayne,
You could use your medallion.
I'm not doing that.
For a second, that's what you were going to do, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, wait, so
That was my idea. Pick the lock if things went bad.
maybe those arrows, maybe. Like, you might be able to use those. So you saw him being led by guards, but you didn't make anything of it.
Okay, 2 seconds.
Sure. Modus, you guys walking right up.
1 second.
Well, you're both taking seconds now.
Yes.
Silver.
Hmm.
Other than trying to find something to carve stuff into this jail cell, what do you do?
Well, I mean, are there any other people in the cells?
There actually are not.
Are there bones in the cells?
No. It seems, damp and dark, but it seems otherwise pretty well taken care of.
I will. Are there windows?
No. No.
Big ones.
Open stained glass windows, easily broken.
Well, I mean, maybe like metal. Maybe they accidentally put me in a cell where there's a trap door, like in.
Make an investigation check.
So that maybe one day when the king gets in prison, you
Yeah,
have an
he can escape room.
That would be silly.
Yeah, an 8.
You're looking all around for a trapdoor you think you heard about at one point from
Yeah.
Modus when he was talking about that epic tale, but you don't find one.
No trap doors in this cell.
Did you check if the door was locked?
Oh my God! They didn't lock the door.
No, it's locked. It's very locked.
I'll just sing a song with my people.
Let's hear it. And roll performance.
Oh,
Wow. An 8, so it's really bad.
Oh,
It's not really bad.
But he doesn't know because he doesn't know elves. So
Yeah,
it's just like,
not elf.
God help, the music sucks.
Yeah, he's just like, God, this is
Awful.
atrocious.
we should really destroy that culture.
Give it time.
Give it time.
Harry Potter game?
Well then, so we approach the large onyx stone fortress, looking very evil.
With banners. No.
No,
This
it's
is
fortified.
a friendly place.
It's fortified.
Okay.
There's like red flames coming up behind it.
There's a choir singing constantly. One of the guards that are standing there shoves his torch against the iron bars of the portcullis and he goes, "Who goes there?"
I am the wizard Modus, and this is my compatriot Rogar of Dragon. What's the name here?
Dragon Reaper.
Dragonborn Empire.
That's bad.
He kind of looks at both of you and he's like, "Okay."
Is this the Baron Blackheart's keep?
Yes, it is.
Is the Baron in?
He goes, What do you want?" He's looking at the two of you very suspiciously.
Why are you so hostile?
It's all right. Archers.
Is he really?
Yes. He's kind of throwing his hand down. You want to say or do anything?
I guess I'll kill him then. Because fuck this guy. He's a real dickbag.
Are you really killing him?
I believe we should not do that.
You go, well, we have a friend who came here. We're looking for him. He is a fanciful elf.
Oh, situational irony. It's even worse because I know Gary knows what's going on. He goes, "Oh, one moment."
Very well.
He's like, starts calling back.
I will make a, which I know I'm going to fail.
Insight check.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I have advantage?
Yes, actually.
Oh, good thing you have advantage.
22.
All right, Rogar, you're thinking of something else. I like
Arrows.
that.
I'm silver and this is black.
Modus, you think he's probably got something up his sleeve. He's probably calling somebody to. Well, I can't. I mean, it's just insight.
Yeah.
What would you like to know? I mean, you want to read the situation as what's happening?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know exactly, but this is bad. This is
Okay.
not going to end well.
So, well, they're planning something negative for us. We should.
He goes, no.
I'm whispering to him.
You're right in front of me, sir.
Oh,
Take a 5 step back.
yeah, I pull him away and just whisper into his ear. Go, we should go.
He goes, open the gate.
Um,
As you're like pulling him away to talk to him, he's like, open the gate. So it's
Okay.
kind of rumbling up as you say.
So the gate, are they like pulling it like that, or is this like a lever? Or
You don't see what's going on, but you can hear like chains clinking as
Okay.
it's going like.
Okay.
hmm.
Well, I'm going to run into the forest here, so you may follow me if you wish. And I will run into the forest.
Good luck.
Okay, well, I guess we abscond.
Johnny!
Are you giving that to yourself, sir?
No, I just wanted to read what it did. I didn't do my casting it.
All right. So the both of you just
Bolt into the forest. Into the darkness.
together.
Yes. Yes.
All right. They're gonna give chase. So I need athletics checks.
Ooh, I'm excellent at those.
How many of them are coming after us?
52.
You know what? You can both of you make perception checks first. Let's do this in order.
Perception with advantage?
I don't even know why I would give that to you in this situation.
A lot of arrows. A lot of arrows.
You can hear them like yelling back and forth. Modus, you can hear that guy yelling like, he goes, they're running away. Shoot the one in the robes. Ooh! But he's like expressly says, but save the dragon.
Oh. Oh, really?
All right.
Well, I didn't hear it.
Yes.
You just heard the yelling.
Are we absconding?
Yeah, you guys are.
Yeah, I've already accomplished. What are you doing?
Jables, get out of the
On
car.
you.
Oh, okay.
I waited all your many.
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir.
We're running and you want to visit it.
So,
I just assume arrows
so-
are flying. That's it.
Okay. So, what I want to do is run into the forest and like try and hide in the darkness. While how many of them are coming out? Is it like 5? Or are we talking like 25?
You want to read this to him?
Yeah,
You want to read this to him?
If that's what you want to do, I'm not going to do this.
Well, I mean, I feel like you did it. I feel like you did it. You
Can't
did
you-
do it.
okay.
How many of them are coming out?
It seemed like a lot, like they were intent on getting you guys. There's at least 5.
All right, I thought we run into the forest and go in away, so we're away from the castle and the arrows, and then take them.
Do you want to fight these people?
Yeah.
You know, once we get rid of these 5, 10 come.
Well, I think we can probably knock these people out and at least drag one of them back to town and question them.
Okay, that's a horrible plan. All you're going to do is bring the army
Feels like we're wasting a lot of time.
to the town.
What's your plan?
Abscond.
All right.
Live our lives.
Let's roll initiative.
Okay.
Let's live our life. Just never come back here.
Oh yeah, thank God.
There's not a trade tracker.
So then, if this is the initiative, then he moves before I do. I did not cast that.
No, that already happened. But you can dismiss it if you want. So.
Yeah, we'll see what he wants to do.
All right. Well, before he does, you guys are running.
Yeah.
You're already like 60 feet away from the gate and everything.
In the woods?
Not quite in the woods. No, it's like hundreds of feet away.
Oh god.
If you'll remember, it's mostly rolling hills
It's
around
only-
this area.
Yeah.
Almost a turn for you.
So you can hear the clank of, half a dozen heavily armed and armored men running after you. And then the twang of several bowstrings being loosed. And let's see what kind of shot they are with their target all lit up.
All lit up in the darkness. Can't see me.
Actually, really bad. Modus, you're running, and all these arrows are flying by. A couple of them, like one of them hits you right in the head, but there's this reverberating blue glow, and it goes boom, bounces off. Another one hits you in the leg, but it boom, bounces off the glow as well.
That glow is helpful.
Yes.
Yes. And there are two more, but they're at much more extreme range. Oh! No. Those are, actually, that is bad. That 5 is horrible, but you do get hit by an 18.
Then I will turn around and cast shield as a reaction,
Very well.
which gives me a +5 AC.
So you've got a +7 total. What's your base AC? Because you didn't have mage.
11.
Oh, still hits.
What did I say it was? 7 or 5?
So he's at 18 now.
Oh, they rolled an 18.
Is it meet or beat?
Yes.
Well, then I won't cast shield.
You cast it, sir!
Oh. Well, it's a reaction, so I choose not to react to that.
All right, that's fine.
fine.
That's fine.
He's in a dire situation.
No, it's okay.
No, it makes sense because never mind. It's fine.
Okay.
So you chose not to cast it.
Yeah.
You shot it. Is that a 1d8 or 1d10 for longbow?
1d8 plus dexterity.
I'm not going to be mean. I'm sure this will just be a 1.
Yes. Just roll the fucking die. 3. Fantastic.
All right,
Yours.
you can. The shield around him is like reverberating so much. There's just a small amount where it starts to fade out, and he gets hit right in the left butt cheek.
Fantastic.
$1 million shot.
Suck my ass. Big fat.
Government must keep that money.
Gain inspiration. Modus. Sir, you're up.
All right. Then I will continue to double move into the woods.
All right, so you're now at 120 feet away from the building, from the fort.
Can I run?
That is run.
Yes.
All right. Anything else? There's your action.
Then I will move.
No.
Okay.
So,
You can move after you do an action.
But you don't.
we dash.
Oh, okay.
Rogar.
You said you want to stick together.
I think that would be best. It would be really stupid to split up.
Okay.
Who would ever do that?
Don't move.
All right, you're keeping up with him,
Body
even though
of the
you're
man of his word.
bigger and in armor and everything. All right, you can hear. Oh, both of you make athletics checks. That's right. That's what we were going to do. I'll make one for them.
I mean,
At advantage.
No, maybe at disadvantage.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! All right, you're leaving. Notice he's in like robes and everything.
slower though?
No, not in this.
Really? Oh.
I thought you moved slower with armor.
fiddle the book.
All minutes.
But I mean, doesn't his species move slower?
No.
He's not a Gorn! Thumbs up if you got that right.
If anything, I should be fucking flying out of here.
He just unfurls his big wings.
That would have been helpful to know. Is anybody else hiding any major game-changing powers?
You're leaving these poor humans in the dust.
I will stay at the same rate as speed as Lewis.
Willingly sacrificing yourself. Good for you. Alright, it's their turn again. 4 more arrows are unleashed at Motus.
Excellent.
Twang,
Is this
twang,
the
twang, twang.
long
Go on, what happens? You're wasting a lot of time here. I'm gonna go outside then.
Hold on.
Take your time.
Yeah. They move at the same speed. That's really stupid.
Aren't I at 180 feet? Because I moved 60 the first round.
The extreme range of a longbow is like 400 or something feet.
I thought these guys had short bows.
No, the people chasing you aren't shooting. They're just men with pole arms. The guys up there, they've got longbows. There's 4 of them. They just,
Okay.
Well, you said like 4 shot at him earlier, and then you had 2 other ones shoot at him.
Yeah, it's a long way.
yeah, it's long. How long is it actually?
600.
Jesus!
You're gonna be in range for a while.
Oh.
Is there no... Okay, go ahead.
Is there no cover? Is that what you're gonna say?
Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
All right.
There's a drop, as you get farther in range, obviously,
Right, but
you have a disadvantage when you're over your normal range.
Right, but when you roll a 20, you automatically hit.
it's automatically a hit.
Automatically hit.
I mean, I rolled a 1 and then a 20, so kind of average that. You're kind of like even.
Yeah, there you go.
You take 8 damage.
Fantastic. I go down.
All right, it hits you right in the leg.
How do you roll a death saving throw?
On your turn, there's a little die that'll.
I got 1 success.
Good job.
He goes, "Oh my freaking leg!" and he drops down.
Fucking
He
leg,
kind
you
of slides on the ground. So they're like, "Oh, get him!"
Is he unconscious?
Yes.
No, not at this point. He's like, "Ah, ah." Oh, so close to just getting right back up.
But he's
down. He can't move on his own.
he's not in the process of dying.
He is bleeding.
I'm at negative 4 HP.
Okay. Well, as a cantrip, I will spare the dying on him.
I appreciate that.
Which can you?
You touch a living creature that has 0 hit points when that close by and he is
Yep.
stable. And then can I attempt to pick him up and...
You can cast it because it's an action, and you can pick him up, but that'll be your move.
Okay.
So I'm back to 1 or 0?
You become stable, so you're not dying. But I guess you're at 1. I think that means at 1.
Okay.
I think in 5th edition, 0 is dying.
Correct.
So, but you're still unconscious. I mean, the way we're fluffing it, you're not unconscious, but you can't move with casting spells or anything. All right, you got him, but now you're surrounded by 5 men in armor. They've all got big pole arms, and they're pointing them at you, and they're all screaming at the same time. Drop him, put your hands off, drop your weapons.
So armor doesn't slow you down in this
Nope.
game?
But
It
you
does
have
give
to
you-
have you have to have like a strength.
Yes.
So like if you wanted to wear plate you'd have to have like I think it's a 15 or 16 strength.
And it also gives you disadvantage on stealth.
Right. Which is a pretty big deal.
So, so you're surrounded, and they're like, drop.
They're honorable people. There's no way they would just throw you in a jail cell for no reason.
I feel like I have a vision of this exact thing happening.
There's no way they would do that.
No way.
Why?
I will
You're just a nice elf coming to steal your woman.
cure wounds on Lotus.
Alright.
Right, that is plainly visible, and you think that it might, if they had said, maybe readied an action, they might take it at this juncture.
We'll see what happens.
Oof.
Do, do, do.
Cure Woods. Oh, I'm dead again.
All right, one of them.
These are the greatest cards in the universe.
No. Well,
You
hold up, not yet.
Okay.
Because there's supersedes yours. But I mean, if you don't drop, you can give him that. One of them swings so badly in the dark that he misses you, and then like his polearm thumps into the ground, and the metal axe head stays there. You hear a crack, and like the wooden handles in his hand. It's like, oh, Sergeant's gonna have my stripes for this.
What an idiot.
Does a 16 hit you?
No.
Okay, so you get, but 19 and 18 do. Meter beats. Okay. So you hit twice. Boom, boom. Oh my gosh. They start bashing you, but the polearm has got like a big axe head on one side. It's got a spike, and it's got like a hammer. They flipped theirs over, and they're like pounding you with the hammer head. So you take 7 bashing damage.
Nice.
Yes. They're clearly trying to subdue rather than kill you.
It's nice of them.
How much hit points do you have left?
Who knows?
So you're in bad shape. Are you sure you want to use that cure wounds on this guy? You've got this 10 points. We'll consider that banked. Do you want to give it to yourself, or you want to give it to Moses?
Or do nothing.
Nothing. No. They haven't backed up. Like they're all getting
I
ready
will.
to swing again.
If it seems that they are just trying to subdue me and not kill me, I will give it to him who is not looking well.
Bonus, you get probably not 10 hit points.
6
back. I know you wish you had 10 hit points to get back.
All
I
right.
have 10.
Good for you. But you're not injured at all.
No, I'm perfectly fine in this nice little
You're
cell.
not injured at all. Injured at all.
Oh, it's so nice and
So
damp in
good.
here.
All right, Modus, it is your turn.
I will cast sleep on the group. Modus will wake up, assess the situation quickly,
Oh god! Oh god!
and move his
Dust
hands
everywhere!
in a ritualistic fashion, muttering ancient words, casting sleep on the group.
Modus.
Modus.
Modus. Bring them up. It may not be set up correctly. Do 5d8. Bracket 5d8.
Just roll 5d8. 20.
Put 20 hit points of them to sleep.
You get 2. You get 2. I was right.
Everybody gets one.
2 of them drop.
And there's 3 left?
Yes.
Okay.
2 of them, the one who broke his weapon is still up.
Excellent.
So
That was nice.
So there's 3 left.
2.5.
Okay.
There's
All right.
5, right?
There were. 2 of them have dropped.
So there's
Uh,
2 left.
Do
The other one with a stick doesn't matter.
then I will
Run?
well,
Yeah.
he's being carried.
No, I'm going to cure him and put him down.
then yes, I will then.
Here, have some healing.
He does that.
You can run. I was mistaken. You are on the ground.
What is it that I have to do? An acrobatics check or something?
For attacks opportunity.
There's no avoiding it because you have to take the withdraw action.
What does that mean?
That means you can't do anything else, and you've already cast a spell. I don't think that provokes. So I think in 5th edition.
No, the casting spell does not provoke.
Yes. So,
The only thing that provokes is
Is
leaving. Yeah.
but if you withdraw, you don't provoke. But that's an action.
And you've already done an action.
So you're gonna have to either stay where you are or risk, we'll say 1 attack of opportunity, which is
It's gonna
100% gonna be a 20 max damage.
100%.
I mean, we built it up too much for it not to be that.
100% he gets 1.
I gotta go because
Yeah.
I'm gonna have 3 attacks. I'm gonna have 3 attacks.
Well, you're also forgetting that they're still gonna be able to shoot with bows.
Are they still bowing us?
Technically they could be, but since you guys are 120 feet, I'm like, you guys are on them not, so they're not doing it.
Okay.
It's nice enough.
Well, it makes sense in a fluff perspective.
I would just keep that hair with that.
Wow.
Well, yeah, okay. Then I'll take the attack opportunity.
He's gonna get a
You're
1.
Yeah, book it.
It's gonna be a 1.
I know it is.
It's 100% not going to be a
It's on
20.
1.
There is no
A
way.
1.
There is no way.
A
Okay.
16. That
Okay.
deflects off your shield. Oh, never mind. It's 6 meter beat.
But
That'll be a
you
7.
didn't cast shield.
Yeah.
You want to cast it down?
Yes, I will. So I will use my last spell slot and cast shield,
All right,
which
but
gives me a 17. Or which gives me
18.
Yeah.
the cost of that is you must describe how this looks.
all right, so the guy, I will say it's the broken polearm guy.
He's like
swings at
trying to
Modus,
redeem himself.
and Modus will just kind of raise his hand, and his the ring on his hand will kind of glow, and there's this like bright shimmering light. It's got like little particles floating in it, and it kind of bounces off of that.
I should probably whisper this, but you mind if I just say it faster?
Sure.
What if it looks like a ghostly figure of a woman who's
Oh.
like interposing herself?
Okay.
That's creepy as fuck.
Yeah. My Patronus.
It's like there's like a beautiful angelic kind of no wings, but like wearing flowing robes and long hair, and she's kind of and the guy's like freaked out.
Oh my god!
It's just flares for just a second.
Just instantaneous action, really. You get right down to it.
Almost like a reaction.
Almost.
A little bit like it. All right. Well, it's their turn because they changed themselves on the initiative. You're running off. The two guys. One of them says to the guy with the broken stick as he
Failed again.
Yes, he's like, "Go get him!" And then two of them square off against you, and they just keep pounding you.
Oh.
Yes.
They appear to be wanting to subdue me.
Mhm.
If he is running off and only fucking please just follow him, I'll yield.
All right. They hit you.
Excellent.
Honorable men, or attempt to. I mean, unless you're completely yielding and you want to just fluff being knocked out.
Who would have thought that he was working with the dragon people?
Working with the dragon people.
Oh yeah, it's 100% working with
You
the
only have
fucking
one?
scale people.
Okay, so
So they're subduing.
you're like, whoa, and you dodge one of them, but you didn't catch the other guy in time, and he hits you in the side, and they both just kind of bash you to the ground. Unconscious, but not dead.
Well, that sucks.
All right. It's all down to the wizard running through the dark forest.
And they're trying to kill you.
Yes,
I need you to make a survival, then an athletics check.
Survival to not get lost in the woods.
You're running towards the woods, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he gets lost in the woods at this point.
Oh, if you don't make that survival check, you don't have to.
Well, I was gonna shoot the guy with the firebolt.
Oh, now you're going aggro.
Yeah. Once I
Sure. Yeah, I mean, if you want to just turn around and boom, blast him in the face.
Blast him!
With fire.
because he's faster than me, right?
Golly's hard!
No,
That's
it's
what
the same
athletics
speed.
checks.
Okay. Well, I know I'm going to die and get lost in the woods, so I might as well fucking die here, right?
Yeah, that's clearly the correct answer.
All of a sudden, you're about to turn around, and that force field around you goes.
Yeah.
Fades out.
It's okay. I don't have anything left anyway.
And you miss.
That is a miss.
At 11?
In breastplate.
Does it have to hit?
Is it a touch attack? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, then I will then continue to run in the woods. Yep.
He goes, "Ah!" And you like zap the
wooden stick.
the rod out of his hand and like catches fire. He drops it.
Don't face me! That was a warning shot!
Make a deception check
I'm gonna
at a disadvantage.
It doesn't matter. You never know what could happen.
14. That was a warning shot!
This guy's been kind of a screw up. And he goes, "Don't go back! Okay! Oh, you stop!" He's like, he half-heartedly gives Jason a little bit
I
more.
won't
and then
come
he's
back
like,
because
"Oh,
I'm gonna
no."
die because it's hard in fucking woods. Oh, by the way, you probably should start making a survival check.
No, he's just He doesn't care. That's not what he's interested in right now, so that's fine.
You're lost.
All right. What do? You just like you keep stumbling through the like you run for a little bit longer, but since you're no longer glowing, these archers can't get any beat on you at all. So they're not even bother shooting. Like nobody saw what happened at that point. So
Good for both Cletus and I, then.
what do you keep running until you reach woods, or you just run into the what do you want to do?
Yeah, I want to keep running until I reach the woods so I can't be shot dead for no reason.
Okay.
That's my primary goal right now.
All right. Sure. You run like through some countryside. I assume not casting light because you don't know how far these guys can shoot. Now make a survival check.
All right.
Just don't get below a 10.
3. I literally rolled a 1. That was a critical fail. I come back out.
You're in the cell.
Bonus!
There's no taking 10 in this game. This game is terrible.
Calm down.
I hate it.
There's a passive.
Not checks.
Passive wisdom. Perception.
Perception.
There's passive perception. Passive.
All right.
Where do I find myself?
Okay.
Albert.
You're running, and like you're like I can't remember. It's black. I mean, you can see kind of rolling hills, the twilight overhead. You know, there's supposed to be farms up there, and there's like a small wood over that way. You think at some point you cross the road again. You hear like gravel crunching, and your boots are kind of sliding, and then you're back into grass, and you're kind of tripping over things as you go up and down hills. And then you something like hits you in the face, and you feel like almost like it busted your nose, but you like just start pushing your way through. And you're like, this is probably it, but it's like clawing at you. It's pulling at your hair and your. He has a beard, right?
Yeah.
Goatee. It's like clawing at your face and leaving scratches and pulling at your robes, and for a moment something catches on your spellbook bag, and you just start ripping it off, and you hear what sounds like a cracking branch, and then you like kind of trip over something. A few minutes later, you just tumble down this small hill, and you just lay there trying to catch your breath. You're
A Black Castle.
and then you hear
Fucking wolves. From where?
and
Everywhere.
it starts over there, and then you hear like a couple of answering howls from all around. It's like,
Balls.
oh god! All right. It sounds like they're coordinating.
I'll climb a tree.
In the dark.
That's really been really good.
It hasn't.
Actually, climbing was not the problem. It was getting down.
Is it athletics?
It
No,
is athletics.
climbing was a problem too. Remember, it took them like 4 tries.
It took you.
Wow. I climbed a tree.
All right, you're just kind of like you're like scraping up your hands and everything, but at the point you're like, oh,
I don't care.
I don't care where I'm going. All right, you climb up as high as you can in this tree. After a few seconds, you've got no idea if you're like 20 or 50 feet up. But,
Jesus, how fucking black is it out here?
black as the heart.
Oh God.
It's actually a moonless night, so
Okay.
so you're just up there and you can hear like
Well, I'll cast light.
really.
So I want to be able to see.
All right,
Die anyway. I might as well see what's going to kill me.
all right. The range of your light is 30 feet max, or it's 30 feet then 30 more feet of.
I think in this game they simplified it for the babies, and it's only 30 feet.
He's very salty.
I know. I can tell.
20 feet. The object sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light in an additional 20-foot radius.
All right, so you
A strange way to do
you lift up your ring and it starts
Glowing.
glowing brightly, but you know, like a kind of a warm. Although it's blue glow, it's like warm. It's almost like moonlight. And as far as you can see, you can't see the ground. So you've got to be at least 4 feet up. But you can see like ghostly shapes. Like so, the ground can't be too far away. They're like moving around the tree where you climbed up. You can hear snarling and howling and snapping.
Okay.
Well, I can't get you, so.
Then I will take some rope out of my bag and tie myself to the tree so I don't fall out of it.
Make a dex check.
Of course. I don't know.
Just tap or the dex. I'm sorry.
Oh, nice. 17.
All right, you're pretty good with knots.
Yeah.
You tie around. You're like, that's good.
good.
Let me tie this up one more time. And my legs and my neck.
I'm good. I'm good to go.
You end up looking like Conan in this tree. Right? You feel pretty secure. I mean, you feel secure in the tree,
Yeah.
but everything else is bad.
So can I see the wolves?
Barely.
Then I'll attempt to shoot them with my firebolt.
Right? We'll make a couple rolls of disadvantage.
Fish in a barrel.
Fish.
Count as a fish, be in a barrel. 8. Right, that misses.
6.
Misses. You just kind of. I mean, you are just blindly shooting.
Yeah.
All right, you're just shooting down there. Roll. Here's your stormtrooper card. Do me a favor and roll 3d20 or roll 1d20 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Just roll 1d20, roll 1d20, roll 1d20.
What about all these bracket? 14, 5, and 2.
Wow.
All right, you go. What sound does it make? It's kind of like a burning sound.
So it's a flamethrower now?
Yeah.
All right. By the way, you go, and we can see all these bushes and brambles and stuff start catching fire.
Probably stop that.
You're starting to spread. You're like, right, it's fire. It is fire.
I don't think it catches things on fire.
It literally says in the thing. Remember?
It does. It catches things that aren't equipped on fire, like bags or books or backpacks.
Anything flammable.
Okay.
All right. Well, so we'll get back to that. The wolves, or whatever these serious animals, canids, and they're
Okay.
start snapping and spreading out a little bit, but they seem agitated by what's happening around them, much like the person doing the shooting.
Yes.
All right. So
There's nothing I can do. So.
nope. Rogar.
All I can do.
Rogar.
Hello.
You are awoken by something getting splashed in your face.
With water.
Yes. It is. It's not. It's gross. You find yourself in a bedroom. Not huge, but surrounded by beautiful women. The polar opposite of another party member. Although the room is a little warm, so it's kind of like fire a little bit. Although it's Dragonborn, you like that. In reality, you find yourself in a bedroom. You are stripped of your gear, although you're still wearing like your priestly robes. I believe that is like blue and silver.
Didn't take my scales, did they?
All of these scales. Jeez. It doesn't look like probably the main bedroom. It looks like it's about the size of this room, maybe 20 by 20.
Nice.
Pretty nice.
So I'm moving up in the
There are 3 of those guards standing around the bed. One of them is carrying an empty bucket that's kind of dripping. And then you see another guard, but he's a little bit more buff than the rest, and his armor is black with silver filigree, and he's shaven bald. Would you like to make some sort of check to recognize who he is? Sure. All right, make a we'll say intelligence check. You recognize him from both the bar earlier, and also he was one of the bandits.
Son of a bitch.
It's very into you, like, oh, place your face, sir.
In the bar at the beginning.
Yes, he was hugging. He was hugging one of your.
He was the
companions.
hugger.
He was the hugger.
He likes the hug, and he's interesting. He says yes. He goes, oh, you're awake. Good, as if you just woke up on your own rather than being special. He says, I have an interesting proposition for you.
Question.
Recognize?
Was he one of the ones that I gave the silver to?
Yes, he was. He says, I'm glad I treated him well. Yes, I'm very happy with you. He says, my lord finds himself in need of a priest. Would you be willing to accommodate his desires?
I would be willing to listen to your. What do you say, Lord? I'd be willing to listen to your Lord.
Well, I've been given the task of either ascertaining whether you will be cooperative or not.
Yes. That would not be uncooperative.
Oh, why wouldn't I? I see no reason. This is very great. You know how to perform wedding ceremonies, I would take it.
I know how to perform wedding ceremonies under the Lord of Valor.
Well, that's one is just as good as another.
All interchangeable.
He goes, if you're ready, we're prepared to do this tonight. We've got reason to believe there may be urgent matters to drive this wedding forward.
Like a war with the elves.
I see no reason not to proceed.
He goes, great, excellent. He goes, of course you don't need any armor or weapons to perform this.
Of course not.
All right, so you're willing to come with us?
Yes.
He goes, all right. He, helps you up if you want it, or he's not like, oh,
Yes.
you're still a big guy, so he's like, oh, all right. He helps you up. And
I mean, these are wet.
I'm sure nobody will mind.
If you don't mind, I don't mind.
All right. He leads you out. The guards stay with you, of course. The guy drops the bucket and he picks up his polearm.
Are they leading me or are they following me?
He's leading. They're following. On his back, he's wearing a long-ribbed cape with a rampant black heart on it. Stag. Yes. And he leads you through this. It's very austere in the decoration, but the defensibility of it, as a priest of Valor, you can really appreciate how well made this fortress is. It's definitely not a castle, as in it's not built for comfort, but it serves its purpose as a military installation. So you're led through several rooms. This one large chamber you would imagine would be the Great Hall. It's got it's the most fancy of all the rooms you've seen so far. It's got some probably 40-foot ceilings. They're arched. There's candelabras burning along the walls, casting their flickering orange lights that dance across the glassy black surface of the rock. There's a central carpet that runs the entire length of this long hall. It's red, and there is a sort of an extended or a stretched out rampant stag on it. It's a little bit out of shape, but it covers, you can tell what it is. And then there, of course, the banners, the red banners with the black stag on it. And you can see Anastasia, who is in not wedding gear. It looks just like of course, she's dressed nice because she's always dressed nice. But she looks a little out of sorts, as if she's maybe not happy with her current situation, but she's not freaking out or anything. And she's standing in front of this. There's a couple of steps that lead up to a pretty large and impressive-looking throne. It's very square and blocky.
Nice.
Yes. Yes. And standing next to her is a man in all black, not armor. It's just very fine garments, and they're highlighted with red stitching and red buttons. And he's got all the embroidery on all his epaulets is a rampant stag in red on his black
So
clothing.
this guy has money.
He looks quite wealthy, and he's a little bit gray-haired, but he actually seems fairly vigorous. Like he may be in his late 40s, somewhere like that. Not big, not like you, but he's still athletic. He's got a nice sword at his side, but it looks mostly decorative.
Ceremonial type.
Yes, and they're kind of just standing in front of this this throne and sort of waiting for you. Everybody's kind of looking at you. There's maybe 20 guards in here. And the bald fellow is leading you towards the front where they are. Unless you want to do anything, he leads you right there.
Oh.
All right, he walks up. As you get closer, you can tell that the Baron, you would surmise, he's actually quite tall. He's a few inches taller than you, but a little bit more slender. And the guy says, Lord, the Dragonborn has graciously agreed to perform the ceremony immediately. And the Baron says in a very deep, sonorous voice, he's like, very good, then let us get started. And Anastasia kind of looks at you pleadingly, but she doesn't say anything.
She's getting fucked tonight. There ain't nobody gonna say.
All right, calm down over there. You want some pepper to go with that salt? She's like, you're the hero. You're one half of the scales of justice. You sure you want to marry her? She's funny. What are you talking about?
Okay. I guess I will make my way to the appropriate place to be standing to perform the ceremony.
At the back of the room is the raised area with the throne. They seem to want you to stand in front of the throne while they stand below you, as if that's as close to the proper arrangement they can get. You're alone up there, except for the bald guy in black armor. He's standing by your right.
Okay. Can I make a religion check and just be like, if there's something missing from the ceremony, like legit?
Yeah.
I'm not.
No, I got
You
you.
know what I mean?
Let's see. Make it with advantage, because this is kind of your thing.
Looks like they're pretty squared away.
Yeah, it looks like considering you're a priest of valor, there's really not a lot of ostentatious
Yeah, it's pretty
stuff.
Spartan.
If you want to make something up, though, that'll be a deception check.
No.
Right. You're kind of, looking around, and the Baron goes, "Get on with it."
I don't think he's buying it.
Okay. I will begin the ceremony.
All right. What do you do down in the cells, Silvar?
Nothing. There's nothing I can do.
You gonna sit there?
I have no way of getting out.
Okay. Make a.
Well, they're piping in a live feed on
Yeah, right. I mean, it's underground, so I can't get an owl. There's no way out of the cell. I can't pick the lock.
Why not?
I don't have the skills to do it.
Okay.
I mean, I believe it's a sleight of hand check.
Yes.
I'll try. There's no harm, no foul.
Well, let's get acid.
Anyway.
All right. You're working at it, but you've been working at it for a couple hours. It doesn't seem like this is working. That guard, you can hear him go, "Knock off!
Go fuck yourself.
Just get her down back there."
Do something about it.
I see what you're doing.
Make a deception check.
No, make an intimidation check.
No, not like this.
Like a persuasion check.
Do something about it.
Seduction.
Oh my god. Alright, he kind of had just woken up and you're giving him crap. So you can hear his chair scoop back and you can hear the thump and the jingle of him walking towards you and his keys kind of on his belt. He walks over, he doesn't have a sword or anything, but he's got this big wooden club and he kind of slams it against the bar, like you're standing like this against the bar, and he slams against the bars, vibrate, and you go bang, make a loud noise. He's like, "Shut up! Or I'm coming in there. And I'll give you something to not shut up about." Yeah.
You got me there.
No, wait. It's gotta be your boy.
I see. You must have gotten the brains from your mother. You know, the dumb hog that's in the hog pen outside.
There's no hog pen out there, but I'm gonna teach you a lesson.
Just on the other side.
He puts the key in there. He's open it, and he comes in.
When he comes in, I'll do a little acrobatics arena and get a ride and just push him in.
Let's make initiative checks.
Really slow.
There's only one way. Okay, all right. All right, now make an acrobatics check. It's gonna be kind of difficult.
I'll use my inspiration.
Good call.
24.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the juice is loose.
What happens is you kind of like back up, like, "Whoa, don't hit me, Mr.
Yeah.
Man!" And he's coming in, and he goes like this, and you just duck out, and you do like a martial arts move, let him like go forward.
Push him in.
And he slams into the like the bed, and he's like, "Ah, my knee!" Oh. And you kind of scoot out.
And he didn't take the keys out.
And yes, in your speed, you manage to just kind of pluck them off of him as well. So, and you like close the thing and clank, and he runs over there and he's like, "Let me out of here, you son of a gun!" He's like, "Please, I can't have another one of these. I can't have another prison break on my watch.
Yeah, you're gonna be dead.
Please, the Baron's not a forgiving man."
Huh.
I didn't do anything to you.
You kept me in here.
He was gonna call him.
Locked up the prince of the
He
elves.
goes,
And-
if you let me out, I'll help you. He goes, I'll help you. I know the way out.
I will.
I know the secret way into the throne room.
I will.
Please. No, he goes, I will suck your dick.
I'll,
You want to make a stealth check?
Yeah.
Oh, what's your plan? Just gonna go. I mean, you got the keys, so you can get out, so that's no problem. But after you make a religion and perform check.
I'll
Unless you don't care about this.
I'll head to the keep. Gotta get my girl.
All right. The front entrance is pretty heavily guarded.
What about the rear?
Rear. There is no rear entrance.
Is there windows?
There are a bunch of those. You're gonna have to climb. There are no windows on the ground floor, so I'm gonna need an athletics check.
Take 10.
Oh, okay, Gary.
Wow.
Thanks for that.
Wow, calm down over there at the end of the table.
A 1.
Why didn't you take 10?
Actually, that was a 2, so you're not like a catastrophic failure.
Fine.
But-
You get up a little bit. fall back
What
in.
happens is you're trying to grab on. Remember, it's slick black rock. You're like, there's no way I can climb this. You're gonna find something. You're gonna have to think of something else.
Is my horse around?
First off, it's not your horse.
You don't know where it is.
Okay. Is there any gear or anything that I can grab?
His gear should be in a lockbox in the front of the little thing. That's how it's always done.
Was there gear on the lockbox in the front thing? Because
I feel like that's a terrible breach
Well, they
of
didn't-
security.
they didn't take off my armor.
No, you got your armor.
So
You got anything you were wearing, just not like your kit or your weapons.
It should all be in the box in the front room where the guard was sitting.
there's no, like,
Because clearly he was gonna take it home with him at the end of the night.
is there a training area or anything?
Yes, you actually were walking through. Remember when I was like, "Oh, you don't remember?" I said I thought it, but yes, there's a train. It's currently not occupied because it's like 10
Yeah,
o'clock.
10
at night.
o'clock. Is there a bow?
They're mostly roll a d20. If you get a 10 or above, there's a bow. If you get a 15 or above, it's a longbow.
There were bowmen lining the top of his
Yeah. But
14.
there's a short bow.
God,
There's short practice bows. So the
arrows?
yeah, they have normal arrows because I'm shoot them haze.
Okay.
So you got a quiver of arrows and a short bow.
How many people are at the front gate? Or how many people are at the front
Of the
of the keep?
yeah, there are 4 guys that you can see standing out in front of the door.
Okay. Are there people lining the walls?
There
Do
are
I feel like if I shot one of the guys off the top of the thing, would he fall over?
yeah, you probably would. But would he fall where anybody sees him? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
He probably would.
Are you trying to make a distraction? Then get like some pitch and dip your arrow in it and shoot a fire somewhere.
No, this guy is fire everything, and look what it's
There's
done.
so much fire here!
Is there a pitch anywhere here?
Probably.
I'll just
I don't see why not. You like tear
It'd
some
be a shame if the ceremony got canceled because the forest was on fire.
Yeah, I'll just.
It's all part of the plan.
So be sure, wrap it around the arm, dip it in. How you like it?
Don't touch.
Squad.
I'm up right now.
Yeah.
You still need something.
I'm sure there's some stones nearby that I can click some sparks in out of.
There are plenty of torches going, but if you run up to them, somebody might spot
You could shoot it through it.
Dude, that's what I was thinking.
you. Where would that go?
Over the wall, through the torch.
And what?
If you're an amazing archer, you can make.
Whatever you want to do, man.
Link has
I'm-
done that shot a few times.
I am here to facilitate. That's true. If you were making that shot, making that reference, I'd give
Are
you
there
that.
torches like around the?
The guys are carrying torches.
Oh my god, shoot it through one they're carrying and hit their chest and catch them on fire.
And then it's a flying corpse of fire.
You'll definitely see that. He'll know if I shoot a fucking arrow through.
Absolutely.
Yes! I thought that was the point, though.
Yeah. All right. So what I'm gonna do is
I'm eager to hear it.
I'm not confident in my stealthing.
Me neither. But maybe that's what you need to get Sarah to stop.
Make a religion and performance check.
You
Malware.
I'm trying to drag my feet on this?
That's actually why I want you to do it.
Knowledge is what brings us
I'll,
together today.
What do you
Shoot the
What is
arrow.
the plan here?
I'm gonna shoot the arrow through another guy's flame so that he's walking.
So not shoot him, but go
Yeah.
catch fire. Okay. All right. You're doing horribly on your religion, meaning you're going real slow, but your performance is so good, everybody's still enraptured by it. Nobody notices you dragging your feet. And I need you to make it quite difficult. Range attack.
13.
Is that would that still be a 13 if it's a short bow? Okay. Well then, I don't know how to say this, but bam, bing, bong, it actually goes through the fire. Unfortunately, it hits the guy.
Okay. When it hits it, I like skirt around the
Uh-huh.
other side of the
Let's see stealth check, please. Because there's a lot of screaming now, and as this guy falls to his death. On silver finger.
16.
All right. Everybody whips around. Okay, you duck back into the training area behind the dummy. You're like standing there like a dummy, and
Well,
Well, I just want to shoot one of these guys.
like 20 guys come running by in armor and stuff. They've all kind of filed out off of around the perimeter of the fort, and they're like looking at this dead guy who's on fire and he's got an arrow through his
What
throat.
about the guys at the front of the gate?
Yeah,
Okay, I just.
slip into the fortress.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that stealth check, that's exactly what you do.
Shit, dude.
All right, so pause there. Mode. You're in a dire situation.
Where are you going,
I
Dave?
am.
Where are you going?
What would you like to do to
Have fun.
rectify this?
Well, has it scared off the wolves?
They see you can hear them snapping, but they're no longer at the base because the base is on fire.
The base. The base. The base.
fire.
All your base are on fire.
Well, does it look like the tree is catching on fire? Because like in real life, nothing ever burns ever, unless you like douse it with
Roll.
gasoline.
Trust me.
Roll.
I think he's
one-
100%
It
right.
has actually been dry these last several days. So roll 1d20, and on a 10 or better.
So it doesn't catch it on fire.
No.
What?
He said a 10 or better was going to catch on fire.
That's not
That's
where
exactly
I was
I
going.
have a critical fail for the fire.
Yeah, critical fail on the fire.
You rolled it, sir.
Yeah.
So the fire goes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It puts the
Fire
fire
out.
out.
It doesn't have enough food.
It turns to ice.
It starts
Well, that
sweating.
was too cold.
Now the tree becomes brittle.
The tree falls down.
They're really trying to get you down.
Then I will use that rope to swing to another tree.
What are you, Tarzan now?
Sure, whatever I have to do.
To survive.
Do you have like
Or is it like a dense forest where I can just climb to another tree?
do you have jingle bells on?
It's actually not that dense. Like I tried to give you the one decent tree here.
Okay.
So you could try an athletics check to jump.
No. I'll keep shooting at the wolves because it's probably gonna take a while for the fire to get up here.
Yeah.
With a critical fail.
Fine. Then I'll cast magic left. Then I will. I'll grab the rope, swing down, and then start running.
Make an athletics check.
Okay.
Or acrobatics if you like.
With advantage. Because he's got the rope.
It's
not just
He's got the rope.
You reminded me that there is advantage and disadvantage in this game, and this is literally.
Oh, this is 100%
less.
a normal thing
No.
for him to do.
It is for Delta shift.
Yeah.
Look.
This works fine. You have to get an 8 or above, so no big deal.
Well, I am using a rope. I don't know what the.
To swing.
Well, in other editions of D&D, you only use a
doesn't do
5 with the rope.
To climb.
Yeah. No, you're not. You fell on that tree.
I was going to do it, but according to
I'm pretty sure.
Roll 1d6.
Hold on a second. Let me look up climb.
What about
athletics?
Or rope. Let me look up rope.
Oh, good luck with that.
Rope.
Impin rope. Impin.
That's probably what you have.
Look, it tells you nothing about it.
Tells you that's a hemp rope.
/ impin.
They see me impin. This is a climb.
I cannot believe that I actually got out of that jail cell.
what jail cell has ever contained us?
Well, I mean, now
I should have just removed the door and had you in a box.
Oh,
dude,
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding.
I'll never do that.
What's in the box?
well, now I don't know what to do. So, I mean, I know I'm gonna hear you guys preaching, but me walking in there is just gonna get me killed.
I got a plan if you're in there.
Alright, 4 points of damage. Fantastic. And
It's
I
just
will
gonna
get up and
kill
then run.
Well,
Do it.
Make me an athletics check.
Okay.
You just have to beat some wolves.
16.
Roll 1d20.
Dash.
Dash. 1. I got 2 ones. Fantastic.
That was for the wolves.
Okay.
Nice.
So
They just like
they
break
scatter.
their legs.
What happens is
They fall into the fire.
you swing out of the tree, but I mean you're a wizard.
Yeah.
So you swing out of the tree, you land badly. You're like in the fire, so you roll out of the bushes and are on fire, and you pat your robes out.
Mm.
And as you spring to your feet, like the wolves kind of scatter because you're just sending cinders and stuff everywhere.
Mhm.
So you run and you manage to evade
noise.
these
Okay.
wolves. Astoundingly.
I didn't doubt that.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright. Well, then I guess I'll just run into the forest again. Because I got nothing else in my life.
Okay, you start running.
Yeah. Trying to find my way back to town. Make a survival check. Roll 13.
All right, you start stumbling through the woods.
Alright.
The rest of the night.
Excellent.
Good thing you have that map.
Yep.
You have to kind of know where you are to use them.
I mean, you can look at it this way. There's no more owlbears around here. You don't kill them. So.
That's true.
Actually,
Well,
if you
except it's
remember-
May. So there's that. Be careful for the owlbear, mate. It's probably pissed off.
All right.
Hasn't gotten laid in a couple nights.
Oh, God.
You're gonna need that grease spell. You're reciting Valor's oath of eternal pledging to one another, using the most archaic and flowery language that you can remember. You're even adding some
I
extra.
know what is a Draconic in there.
Everybody's like, well, actually, he was 19, so everybody's like, oh, this is a very moving ceremony. Then you can hear a bunch of yelling, and all those guys, the guards, there's 20 in there, they file out because the Baron is like, go check that. They start running out.
All of them?
Yes.
Minus this guy?
It's 2, it's Baron, Anastasia, you, and the man in black standing next to you.
Not the man in black.
And like, you for a moment, you're like, oh, I feel like you're bewildered. He goes, proceed.
Okay.
We need 2 witnesses.
Do they? They all file out. Do I see this one?
Not yet. That's going to be a dramatic reveal in mere seconds. But at this time, you're not aware that it's going to happen.
Same man and wife.
Okay. Well.
The end.
Do I know that? How do I phrase this? Can I perform the ceremony knowing that someone else has made a claim for her?
Interesting. Well, let me ask you this. Are you being super pedantic and trying to find in favor of your friend, or are you trying to strictly follow the rules?
So we know this guy likes to follow the rules.
Yeah, I'm a real follower.
I think you're talking about me.
No, talking about Baron Blackheart.
So stick with
Any of us, I don't know. We all love the rules. We love them so much.
Honestly, fuck the rules.
I.
Remember what happened earlier today. Character development.
I ain't got much to lose.
I would be ruling in favor of this guy for the fact that it is apparent that she is unwilling to go with this, and I'm trying to buy time for her.
Well, then does my answer even matter?
No, fuck you.
There you go.
Okay.
That seems like a mistake to me. But, alright.
You've aspirated me this entire session, Tom.
I have aspirate all of you equally, except for
True.
Neil. Neil's sitting pretty.
Okay, then I will at this point I'll be like, we bring these two together in this union.
Alright, you run in. As it sounds like it's coming to a head.
And I will say, does anyone else here lay claim to this woman's hand?
Lay claim.
Alright, everybody, like, as you slam the doors
Yeah.
open, the Baron turns around and that guy kind of locks eyes with you immediately and he reaches for his sword.
And I say, I do. Prince Silvar.
The Baron goes, who the bloody hell is
She's like, Prince?
I don't know what Anastasia makes of this, but she's like, Silvar!
I'm
And,
here for you, my love.
and
I'm here to perform a wedding, which is
the guy standing next to you, Baldwin, he goes, don't stop. And like he pulls his sword and he walks down. And
I say, Baron, I wouldn't let him do that unless you want.
the Baron like turns around and he's ignoring you and he's like, proceed. Yeah, but keep going, but he's not paying attention. You shoot at the Baron?
Or do you throw everybody up and shoot at her?
Oh my god! Do you kill the one man who can finish this ceremony?
There's no priest.
I mean,
the
The Baron's
Pretend for 1 second that Neil is an NPC.
the Baron's unarmored, correct?
Yeah, so wearing it.
You do have to remember, though, the Baron is loved by the people.
It's true.
Okay, we're gonna kill all these people.
I'll shoot you out the sword.
Very well. Shoot at him.
Hope he has some inspiration.
Holy.
Big bang
God!
Wow. He goes, get on with it. Just drops. There's an arrow right through his throat. And he starts grabbing at it. He's gargling up all this blood.
Do, 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 do. I say,
The Baron looks surprised.
I love
now
him,
he
I
rolls
say-
around.
you're next if you don't end this right now.
He goes, roll a wisdom save, please.
You should have shot him. Because now he's a wizard and you're in trouble.
A 9!
He goes, submit.
Oh.
And all of a sudden you're like, oh, I can't attack him. He's my He's my lord, liege lord.
Unwinnable.
Unwinnable.
Make a knowledge religion check.
How does your god Valor feel about enslaving other people?
I think it's fine with it.
Okay.
With
Yes. Because it's you.
God damn it. And I roll for it because it's me.
Alright, you see him cast some sort of magic, and it seems like it's like Silvar is like on a roll. He's like hot shit right now. But he says something to him in a language you don't understand, and all of a sudden he's like arms fall. He looks just crestfallen. He's just like he drops to his knees. And he's like, "What am I doing?" And the Baron turns back to you and he kind of straightens out his very nice attire, and he grabs Anastasia, who's like lunging towards Silvar. He like puts her back, like he's holding onto her arm. He goes, "Proceed, father." And somewhere far off in the distance, you can hear, "Oh God, balls!
Okay. Because I was gonna try to do something while he wasn't looking.
Well, if you want to.
I was gonna say if he turns to,
Mm-hmm.
can I grab this feller's sword?
Yeah, if you want to do that,
Let's do it.
make an attack.
What is it? 1d6.
1d20 plus your strength and proficiency.
It might be easier just to use a longsword.
Yeah, roll one of your attacks.
That's what I was gonna
It's
say.
fine, Yeah.
Yeah, just put longsword in. That
Do you have a
put
D8
attacks.
on one of these?
Okay.
No.
We'll just roll it.
Fine.
It's a d10 if he's using it two-handed.
Just trying to help out.
Yeah, I would.
Well, you're making it much more complex.
So am I just rolling one of the regular attacks
Yes.
with advantage? He's not looking.
He did just cast a spell inside of his threat range.
That doesn't count. Yes, with advantage.
Damn right.
Well, actually, he would get disadvantage.
Ooh,
23, so roll 1d10 plus your strength.
I think he.
The mace is 1d6
D10 plus strength.
plus strength.
Didn't that roll damage too?
Yeah, but it's different.
It's different damage.
Was that two-handed?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so he was hit. If this is a concentration spell, which I know it is, he has to roll a concentration check.
Gary, roll 1d20.
Just say it
You're
doesn't
such
work.
an ass. You're making him roll against us.
What is this? What am I rolling for?
His
I'm not
concentration.
gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you.
No,
I don't know.
I get to know.
It's a con check, Constitution save, which is
Okay, so
Does he have any benefits?
it's 1d8 or no,
it's d8 plus the damage.
So 17. And that's it, right?
So he has a plus.
So, but that's
Six to a
DC,
save.
right? It would be
No, it'd be a.
because he rolled
No,
6
no,
damage,
no.
so it'd be 17.
It-
Oh no,
No, it'd be 14.
14.
So if he has a +3 to his con,
Then it'd be all right. Whatever had come over you, you shake it off. You have slashed the Baron down the back, and he goes, "Ah!" And he's bleeding profusely. Anastasia escapes from his grasp, and she runs over to you. And she's like, "Oh, Silver, let's get out of here."
I'll look at you.
I'm trying to do a wedding.
Oh man.
You gotta have some decorum.
Okay. I mean, I've done my action, so it's gonna be kind of based off what y'all do next.
I don't. If I kill him,
You become man.
That's
if I kill him, it's 100% a war. If I let him live, he's still gonna declare war probably.
So you might as well strike first.
Make a history check.
Strike first. Not let your enemies have a chance.
It's just I don't. Even if I fail this, it's not. I wouldn't kill him.
You may act on whatever information you believe to be true.
I wish I had studied in class.
It's a shooting
Watch out.
bows.
Okay.
You got. Let's go. All right.
I say Baron, we're gonna let you live. We're leaving. Do not harm us as we escape, or you will be killed.
He goes, if you leave here with my bride, I will hunt you to the ends of the earth.
My bride is coming with me.
She like, as you say that, she's like, oh. And he's just glaring at you,
I say,
balefully.
if you have honor, you will listen.
What does honor have to do with this?
Well, you already attacked me in the middle of my house.
I say, I have a rightful claim as a prince. I am above you in stature. You have disobeyed your laws. If you have honor, you will let me go.
He goes,
Us!
Let
us go.
He says, if you have honor, you will stay here and allow me to verify the truth of your claim.
I will send you the truth of my claim. But it is very clear to me that Anastasia is not safe in your home.
People attack it all the time.
You have enslaved me. You have given me no say in what happened. I must leave.
Make a perception check.
And Tony, cover the door.
You know what's okay. You know what's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Let's see if you knows it. You're talking. He was clearly buying time, and all you can hear. The sound, they haven't come in yet because you make your perception, but they're coming back.
I bar the door.
Interesting. You go to bar the door.
I'm sure there's a lock on it.
Oh, there's definitely. But he gestures again.
Does him doing that provoke?
No.
Yep. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, he gets disadvantage on whatever he does. If he's within an attacking square and he does a ranged spell attack, he gets disadvantage on the cast.
Really? Well, if he doesn't have to make a check, what if it's you making a save?
I don't know.
Let him make a save.
Wisdom?
Yep. Please fail this. Please fail this. He's doing the exact same thing.
I bar the door.
You shrug it off. You're dead. He shot you.
Damn it. Unbelievable.
Probably.
You shoot him?
The bear.
You sure?
I gave him so many fucking chances. Like,
He's in his house and you.
he immediately
He's just trying to go.
Yeah,
Don't let him
he's
do
dead.
that.
I don't even give a fuck.
Do not let him.
18, 8 damage.
All right. You shoot him right through the eye. He goes down.
Keep stabbing. Do you remember what you did to the owl bear?
Go!
Well, no,
Is that what you do?
No.
Okay.
Get like a sword.
Anastasia goes, ah! She looks away.
I'm sorry.
Keep hacking him up.
No, I say, is he alive?
Well, I guess he is technically dying. He's just gonna die if you guys don't do anything.
I say stabilize him. I can't kill him.
Yeah, you can. You just did. Now hack him to bits.
Well, now he's got one eye. That's kind of cool.
One
eye.
I mean, one of his eyes.
He's one-eyed Baron Blackheart.
Jesus Christ. You want?
Okay.
Well,
Okay, you put the sword down. You kneel down. You go.
I say,
Oh no.
Is it not working?
It's not working.
oh, it's because he's evil.
Or he's undead?
Or many other reasons.
Oh, fuck, I didn't even think of that. Can you sense undead?
Hack him to bits.
I mean, I feel like we need to destroy the brain and remove the
What?
heart.
You set the whole building on fire.
Okay, so is he dying? Like,
Rock.
is he dying? Can we, like,
Make a. What's the healing?
Medicine.
Check? Make medicine check.
What is a construct?
Construct is like a god.
20?
You're like he's like it's not working. So you walk over there and you're like it's probably not feeling his pulse, but you're like checking him.
And there is no pulse?
There is pulse, but it's weak and thready, like he's bleeding out.
Why the fuck won't he?
I don't know if there's something going on here.
If the gods do not want us to heal this man, we shall not do it.
Then might as well hack him up right now.
Anastasia would probably be horribly scarred if her soon-to-be husband started hacking some guy up.
Or ex-husband.
Why? Should we just chop off his head?
I don't know. I feel like I've got bigger problems than.
Audience, what do you think?
I don't know what to do. I've never had an issue where the gods were like, no, don't heal this thing.
Would you even made a cleric if you know any could?
I think I fucked up.
He's just like, I think I fucked up.
I'm like, well, I've been hurt. Maybe you can heal me.
No.
Well, I mean,
I have a cure wounds, but I'm out of spells for the day. Not to, I'm mad at you.
Well, I was gonna test it out, but
I don't know. Can I cast light on the sword?
hey, you pick up the sword and you're like,
Yeah, we got problems.
you did nothing wrong.
I attacked this guy in a church. I feel like that's kind of.
It's not a church; it's a fortress.
Can I insight
you
whatever?
want to make a knowledge religion check?
Yeah, let's do that so I can get this cleared up. Put it fast in the hurry.
Holy fuck balls. 14.
I feel like you done fucked up, son.
Yeah.
Oh, there are like a lot of reasons. You're like,
I've done a lot of bad things.
I've done a lot of things, Peller. It's not going to improve up today.
Okay.
I feel like he was letting me skate on that one because I'm a good priest, but.
We'll have to put a pin in that and review it later. So, to answer your question, I can't spare his dying.
Well, I don't know how.
With your medicine roll, if you
I don't know how.
Well, I mean, we have to operate under the assumption that the gods don't want.
Yeah.
You literally already dispelled that assumption.
Is he? So I'm just gonna. Well, now we're in trouble because we can't escape this fucking castle. I don't think.
If you think about it, a castle's nothing but a big box.
Okay, well, he's smart enough to probably have an escape route.
Are we smart enough to find it?
Not this guy.
Question:
Recognize?
did you recognize any of the people here?
Yeah, this guy, remember him? He was in the bar, he hugged you.
He beat the shit out of you.
And then he was one of the bandits that we gave the silver to.
Okay, so we know for a fact that this guy was fucking evil and stealing from.
No, he wasn't evil. He just had very.
I mean,
Roundabout
robbing
way.
from a town.
And Stacey says, well, I mean, if this guy was just moonlighting as a bandit without the Baron's knowledge.
Or the Baron knew what exactly was happening and tried to
Yes,
get
that
the
also,
Baron.
yeah, absolutely.
Let's go check the Baron's study, see if we can find
Anything to justify our horrible actions here tonight.
something. Let's go into the study and see if we can find some proof of this.
Okay.
I think that's how the Middle Ages works.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you guys are hearing.
Okay, well, let's find an escape route. So
And hope they don't know about it.
Well,
I hope there's one.
came down that hallway. They brought me from a room. To find a way to climb out.
And Stacey goes, terrified of heights.
yeah, so am I.
Pushing.
Are you? You've lost your powers!
Let's check his bedroom. Maybe he has an escape route.
We
there.
check this feather.
Yeah, I guess we checked the Baron and the other guy's body. I want for keys, or something.
The bald guy does have a set of keys on him.
Okay.
The
Any
Baron
money around?
No, I don't.
in their house?
Just 10,000 silver lying around.
No. Baron's got his nice clothes on and a decorative sword.
Oh, by the way, that means the sheriff was working with them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Just so we got that.
And Stacey goes, I don't understand. How does it mean that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
This is men talk.
We're also probably going to have to flee to the Elven lands after this as well. After we get your father out of town.
Very well. The Elflands sound nice.
Comparatively.
And we have to find Modus. I forgot about him.
Oh, your friend?
How did
You
you
come?
forget about Modus?
I'm assuming he's not with you.
No, he's.
I forgot about it.
Let's find a way out. So I guess we'll search around.
Where? You start searching the whole building?
I guess that's best bet is go back down that hallway I came from.
Well, we should probably. It'll probably be on the first floor if there is an escape route. Or the Baron's room is mine.
I feel like Baron's room is not on the first floor.
Okay. Well, if I was a Baron, I'd have an escape route out of my bedroom, just in case things went wrong.
Good choice.
Because, that's what Barons do. No, okay. Let's just climb out a window.
Have you seen his room yet?
Jesus.
Don't mind me.
I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm not. Right on now. She says, no, we just arrived here not long ago.
Well, it's been quite a bit of time. I was locked in the dungeon for like at least 3 hours.
She says, that must have been why he moved forward the ceremony.
Ironically, you became Paul first.
What do you mean?
I'm not there.
Oh, by the way.
We're not going to talk about that.
Talk about what?
Nothing.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it.
Not right now.
Not right now.
Yeah, we'll put a pin in it.
I am running out of pins here.
Okay. I guess we'll go to your room and see if there's like an exit.
Okay.
Are there any exits anywhere on the house at all?
Nothing outside of the windows.
Okay. I guess we'll windows.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a horse? Okay, you can stop.
Make
Do I see a horse?
a perception check.
I mean, it doesn't matter because the fucking front gate's down.
Gary, roll 1d20.
God fucking damn.
19.
Roll high.
4. There's 4 horses.
I saw 4 white horses. If we ever find your lucky friend.
You look at it and you do spy her horse. It's in like this. It's not really a stable. It doesn't look like they have a stable, but it's like they've got a clearing and they're in there. They kind of staked it down like the reins. It's not like
Holy
Freddy. You're looking at it, you go, I see her, and this arrow goes off the window right next to you. You pull back.
Bad decision by that guy.
I think they know where we are.
You can, by the way, this is what it sounds like now. I'm not just doing that to be like, oh.
No, I know. You can stop them.
We have to find an exit in the house.
Are we in the room that I woke up in?
Sure.
Is my gear here?
No, it is not.
Trifling bitches.
Is there an armory?
Probably. I mean, it
Let's
seems
go
like a
find
fortress.
Let's go find the fucking armory. I mean, obviously we're gonna have to fight like 50 guys to get out of here because the front gate's closed anyway, and there's no other way out. So.
I mean, it's almost like it's a fortress.
Right?
What do we have, 30 minutes?
Okay, well, we're gonna try to find an armory.
All right. As a previous cleric of Valor, you're pretty familiar with military, as a Dragonborn as well, because very military society.
If I had to guess, I'd say the barracks is this way.
Yeah.
I'll go check the armory.
So you lead the way through. You take a wrong turn here and there because humans are weird and they don't want.
Why would you go left?
But yeah, you find a room that's locked, but both of you have keys now, so one of them opens it. You can see, racks of breastplates and swords and polearms and shields and all that kind of stuff.
Longbows.
There
an armory.
there are a couple of longbows.
I should pick up one of those.
Congratulations, you picked one.
It's important.
She picks up a knife.
I say get some stuff on.
What's the point?
There's always something to look for.
She like touches your hand. She's like, "Don't give up."
Alright, because she gets that. I will throw on some armor.
I'm not sure any of that armor will fit you.
It's just breastplate. It's like he can make it work. It's not closed entirely, but
I'll help. So it'll take a little bit less time.
she's like, "Oh."
Alright.
Yeah.
Equip ourselves.
All right, you feel like you're well equipped. Takes you about 5 minutes.
I guess we can go to the basement.
She's stowed that knife in like her dress has like a belt on it, and she's picked up a longsword.
Do you know how to use that?
No, but what other choice do I have?
You stay behind us, and
And when we get killed, you can use that to kill yourself.
pretty much.
But I assume you don't say that.
No.
Okay. You reassure her. She seems duly reassured. Like, yes, I'll only in emergencies.
Okay. So we can barricade ourselves and
Starve to death.
fight to the death, or we can try to find an escape route.
Well, I'm all about escaping.
Okay, I guess we'll. If you were in a Dragonborn castle, Where would they put an escape route?
Well, I mean, obviously, you'd always want to escape out of the cells. So,
In case the Emperor gets locked up.
I would say that the Baron's quarters are probably a very good place to start.
Okay, we'll go there.
Alright, it takes you a minute to find Baron's quarters. It's
We just follow the nice carpet.
Yeah.
Yep, there we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, right there.
It's big, ostentatious. It's got a huge bed, and it's there's a giant, evil-looking fireplace. I mean, good-looking fireplace, totally lawful good-looking fireplace. There's already a fire. It looks like a big demon's mouth with the fire going in there, and it's got like big red eyes over it where the chimney is.
We just start pulling things and
There's a huge painting of the Baron standing there with his hand.
cut that up and see if
Oh,
there's a thing
goodness.
behind it.
Full of
No
diamonds.
hidden passage. Behind the painting.
Make an investigations checks.
5.
You find nothing. I mean, you don't have to look. You're kind of disheartened.
I want to make sure my friends get out of here.
All right.
15.
You think you notice something, but it's inside the fireplace, which is currently going super hot.
I will frost breath this fireplace.
I don't know if you describe it. Since
I
you've done this
back
before.
her up.
I think
Sorry.
I think I see what could be the handle or something. The fire's going. I'm just gonna reach through it. So I close my eyes and let out a cone of blue ice crystal.
You're like drawing on your like draconian heritage for this. It's deep primal magic because you don't just have ice in your body. It's just all right. So you tap into this dragon heritage and just exudes a billow of Arctic winds. The fire flickers and dances, and everything starts getting rime coated, and even the logs they were crackling hot a moment ago. It's a bunch of steam going everywhere, but it goes out. Still, like you reach in and you grab this handle. It's super hot, but with your scales, you're like, ah.
That was badass.
She goes, yes, very impressive.
Alright, and I attempt to open.
All right, the back of not the whole back of it, but like a section of it sinks in, and you can hear the grinding of stone on stone, and it slides to the back, and you see a tunnel that looks like it sweeps to the right almost immediately. All right, it goes down. There's some rudimentary steps. Looks very old, and there's pitch black in there.
After you. No, I'll leave it away.
I can see.
Very true. After you.
Can't use it.
No.
No.
He doesn't have
Unless I
that.
like, but I currently cannot.
All right, she's like holding your hand as you go. Oh, she gives you her sword.
Can I close the thing
Whatever.
behind us?
Yeah, it looks like there's an interior handle as well.
Right, close it.
Does
Okay, it's black.
And I'm like, hold her hand.
Does it? Oh, okay.
Just-
I was gonna say
oh,
before we
oh.
leave, is there a way that, since I can't see, can you break any kind of mechanism so they can't come behind us?
Or light the fire again.
I don't think we can light the fire. Do I know? Could I light the fire again?
I don't see how.
Yeah.
I do want
Not far too powerful.
to. Are there any holes left at all or anything? Or he just.
He annihilated this.
Is there like, how do they light the fire? Magic, or is there like, was there like flint and tinder?
I assume if it was magic, I wouldn't have been able to just blow it out.
No, but I mean, he could have lighted
You
the
could
fire.
start. There's actually like. I guess there would be flame tinder.
Okay, well, I'll break off something and tie like some.
Like part of his bed or a chair
yeah,
or
whatever, and like tie some stuff around.
Okay.
And then light it so you at least have a torch so we can see.
Okay.
And then with that, can I relight the fire?
No.
Okay, so no, we can't. But I lock it back up. And is there a way for me to break the mechanism?
Probably not you, because you got 9 strength.
Let me see what we got going on here.
Okay.
I mean, if he fails, I guess you can give it a shot, but
Who knows what happens? I believe in.
Normal strength check.
yes. I mean, it's pretty well made.
Give me a hand here.
Why is I have a strength of 1? Why is my fucking thing going? Oh, never mind.
Your strength and mine is
10.
You're both like pulling it, like you're pulling it down, but you can't get the lever to go like
It's fine.
even bend or anything.
We don't have time for this. Hopefully the guards are stupid and don't know this is here.
Okay.
So you guys close it up and
Get out.
all right. So you're going in front. Did you take her sword?
Yeah, I guess.
Right. So she's holding on to your hand.
And I guess I got her.
So she's in back.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you want her between us. So I can use her as a shield.
You get no fucks anymore.
My life is over.
Right. You follow this winding passage that just continues to go down, 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 and it starts to get.
I swear to God, if this goes into the goddamn prisons, I'm gonna be
It
pissed.
starts to get colder and colder, and the walls are now like glistening and dripping with moisture.
Ooh.
And cold and moist, just like I like. And then it straightens out into a long hallway, long featureless. It looks like it's just the floor is flat, but it's all just bare wall, bare rock. And you guys are just kind of following this for quite a ways. Happy to just keep going.
I mean, there's no.
Are you, other than like this, the drip of water from somewhere off, you don't hear anything. So you
Not even
follow.
footsteps.
Okay, you hear footsteps.
There's a silence spell on the whole corridor.
That would be pretty smart, but no. So you guys follow it. Yeah, you would imagine for several miles you follow this thing. Yeah, and then you're in front.
Mm-hmm.
So you come across a dead end. There's a iron ladder that leads up to what looks like an iron door, almost like a submarine door.
Okay.
It's like in the ceiling. Turn it, push it up. I'm gonna need a strength check because it seems to be rusted.
You're gonna open it up right to a force fire.
Yeah, you're pushing on it. I don't mean it's less heavy. I mean it's like it's just.
I'm like, hey buddy,
stuck.
you're gonna have to do this.
Alright.
I don't even care.
All right, you climb down.
Yeah.
Everybody's up against the wall. You slide in there. Just do it! Turn the goddamn mouth.
Probably not gonna happen.
20.
You just go bang.
I don't even care.
It like clangs open. Whoop, you come out. It looks like this
Forest
is
is on fire.
no. It looks like this was once probably some sort of cottage in the woods. But it's
Blair Witch.
it has long since been destroyed. Like it's you can still tell the room and there's some remnants of like a bed and a dresser, but it's probably been gone for like 100 years. There's overgrowth everywhere. You can see the night sky. You do seem to be in a forest, though.
Very charming.
I tell her to go up.
I'll give her a hand, pull her up, and then
Thank you.
pull him up.
Right? You guys feel like you're. She goes, "Where are we?"
In the woods.
Oh, you.
I said I don't know, but we must make it back.
Where's your friend?
Modus is a highly capable wizard, and I'm sure he is.
With any luck, he's already got the grail.
He's already saved you. Wait a minute.
I'm sure he is coming up with a way right now to save us.
Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Tom Cruise!
I guess I'll do a survival check to get us back somewhere.
Do you want to? It's pretty late. It's like midnight or after that, you would imagine. Just from how you feel and how cold it is.
I take a quick look around at the investigation. Is there anything in here? I know everything's like overgrown, but anything of noteworthiness?
No, not really.
Does it look like if I were to close this and lock it, it might be okay to stay here for a few hours until the light comes up?
Yes,
They
it looks that
could
way.
follow us, which is, and it opens downward, right?
It opens up. Like you guys had to push it
Is there
up.
something heavy we can put on top of it?
There's a there's an old bed, but I mean it's like rotted out and long since. You probably wouldn't add too much.
I mean, you would just stay here tonight and or just stay watch.
If they do know this secret passage, they could be on horseback right now, heading right here.
It's very true. But I also feel like the Baron and probably only his right-hand man knew about this passage. And they are both not speaking to anyone.
Ever. Okay.
Well, Baron is We didn't kill the bear.
Yes, that's true. He's probably already recovered and doubled his strength.
Good work, guys.
And now he's missing an eye. Where the eye patch?
That's so badass.
It's probably got like it's probably red with a black heart rampant on it.
That's pretty badass.
We've just made a super villain.
You traded one enemy for an even more powerful one.
I mean, we couldn't kill him. It didn't make any sense for us to.
What?
She goes, so what are we doing? Are we staying or are we going?
I think we should go. I think we need to head back to town as soon as possible. Get her father out. And leave.
What about the rest of the town?
The Baron's after us, not the town.
Could have been.
I'm not
after no
convinced.
one.
I'm not convinced that the Baron just doesn't have the entire town under his control and he could just kill them all.
Should have killed him. You want to go back?
No. Absolutely not.
I mean, it is pretty cool that he's going to have an eye patch.
It is.
I mean, mine have died because it's not like it took a long time. He failed his death saving throws.
Yeah, I might have.
So someone has
It's
to
a
do.
definite possibility.
Someone needs to do death saving throws.
No. The guy's alive.
Just know that he's alive.
It'll be fun. Now we'll have a first human war.
Yeah, that sounds like great fun.
You are always pulling for that in all of the campaigns.
I mean,
Elves and humans war. They both get weak. One wins, and dwarves come in and take care of it.
oh, the dragon war.
the Dragonborn could just come in and do that anyway without having the.
We got enough going on. We're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, if you want to head on back tonight, we can head back. I'm gonna have to follow you and your expert survival.
Survival.
I also believe that if he's alive, he's just gonna send people directly to the town now. So, are you prepared for that?
Prepared for.
Okay. She goes, what are we going to do? We can't just leave the town defenseless. Especially my father.
That lovable old scamp that spends way too much money.
Trying to make the town better.
With any luck, the Baron's in no mood to talk. I mean, he's
Oh, he is in no mood to talk. I can guarantee that.
so maybe he just can't. Maybe he can't talk. So
I think Nick meant
That's what I
something
mean.
else.
maybe he just can't talk. Period. Because he's gravely injured. And he's gonna take some time to recuperate. It's not like they had clerics running around that
I
place.
don't know if you know this or not, but he's got a little bit of magic himself.
Yeah.
He was magical?
Well, I don't know if you even identified that because you got like a 4 on that roll.
I definitely identified.
He didn't know what it was, but he knew it.
I believe in
You magical snob.
All right. We could go find Modus.
We do need to ensure that he.
I thought you said he was okay. He's a very capable survivalist or something.
No, he's a highly capable wizard.
Is he?
But a wizard out alone in the middle of the woods is not very good. We could go find a wizard.
So you want to, instead of just going to a single spot, aka the town, you want to search this entire forest for this guy who's just wandering around.
Well, we could get lucky and just stumble upon
I'm
him.
sure he knows that you're supposed to stay in one spot, and he's just going to wait for you to find him. If he's as intelligent
From where
as
we
you say.
are, do I look
No.
at
Set up
Do we see a fire?
No,
Are you sure? Do we
Yes.
smell a fire?
you don't smell. This isn't Roxanne.
rocks?
Okay, let's just go back to the town. Fuck it. How far do I think it'd be to the town?
Make
No
a
idea.
survival check. Maybe you can gauge by the stars.
11.
I don't know. You have no idea. You're not even sure which direction the town is.
All right, let's go out of here and just go sleep somewhere.
That sounds dangerous.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be at least a little safer in here?
No, because like I said, if anybody knows where this place is, they will be here in no time.
Maybe they know not to mess with us now.
They should have known that to start.
She flushes a little. Well, all's well that ends well then.
We will kill whoever we need to.
Okay, so
people we need to.
So you guys move away a little bit from the building. It looks like a little farmstead or something. And then you just head off into the forest in a random direction. You're like, this is a good spot. We'll just make a cold camp here.
Yeah.
All right. So that's where I squad down. Okay, so we leave this session with the three of you kind of just bedding down in this grass, and you've like woven a couple of branches together as like a lean-to, and
Well, I don't sleep, so.
that's okay. You're just sitting there, and she's like shivering a little bit.
I'll keep her warm.
The father is kind of sitting off to one side. He's just got like a 1,000-yard stare as his thoughts are his own.
Before I sleep, I will pray for him.
Oh, you sleep now?
Father, I'm trying to fucking pray for you.
What do you say?
I say,
And to whom?
Valor.
Go ahead.
And I say, dear Valor, your father did everything that he did today to protect me. I am at fault, not him. If you seek punishment, punish me.
And as that scene fades out, we cut to an even darker scene as poor Modus, with all these wounds and slightly burns, just staggering through the dark.
It's been a rough night.
These dark woods. He just keeps falling over stuff, and he trips down over this. He doesn't even know why it's too dark, and he doesn't want to risk casting light. He trips and he falls, and he scrapes his hands on this rough surface, and he's like, oh, this is not the ground. And he's like, I found the road again.
Oh, a furry warm surface. Excellent. Excellent.
No, here you get up and you're like, ugh, and you can hear this. You can hear that, but many times over, and you kind of duck back, and you can't tell who or how many or what. You see these dark shapes mounted on horseback, just riding down the road.
Does it sound like they're wearing armor?
Make a perception check.
You just say no, Tom. You just say.
Well, you could take 10.
I wish you could. 18.
Yes.
I will then definitely hide from them.
Yeah, you like duck back behind a tree. Is
Dude, that's like the scene in Lord of the Rings.
shh! Don't say that. No. The end. That's where we end the session.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
Have a good night.